What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, we kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome. How's it going? We're about to get started. Let's go into the chat room until then. What up, peeps? Yo, that is bright because I have this open here. Just give me a sec. How's it going, folks? Night is going to be high. Yo, Elvin, what's up, man? Doing good. All right, I think everything's pretty set up. Hell's going on here? That muted, that muted. Okay, everything's muted. We are ready to go. Hype. Got Vel today. I missed Vel! God damn it. This entire week we had that event going on. I missed all Garmots and all Vels. I was just too damn busy. It's all good. Congrats though, Mina. That's dope. Oh man. Alright. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go grind until it's time to talk to Blue. But we are gonna break down Elyon big time. I'm so hyped. I got a bunch of keys to give away, which I will be giving away. Maybe some today, but we'll give away some. Yeah, we'll give away like 10 today. We'll give away more on Friday and then more on Sunday. But for sure, it's gonna be hype. All right, let's get the buffs going here, and we're gonna start. You know what I did, guys? You know how I had like this Muskins and Liebers for my evasion build? Well, I took my old Begs and Oregons. I never sold these, by the way. I never sold these. So I took my old Begs and Oregons, and I put human damage crystals on them, and I've been grinding Bloody Monastery. Dude, it's been pretty good. I noticed a difference. Pretty dope. Oh, damn it. Forgot my bars. Oh, hold up. Let's go get them bars. Gold bars. All right, we can go live. There we go. Let me actually change the graphics. I don't like the way that looks. At least put it in low. Vel gave you crons. Oh, man. It's all good, man. I only got Vels once. I never got Garmoth. Never got a second Vels. But I'm happy with what I got because I used that one. All right, shop. Let's get 30 of these. And let's go. What does more damage? All right. Yeah, we're working our way to the next cup, but I don't know if I'm going to keep that one or I'm going to sell it. But we're at 39 of these shards. I might just like go to Orcs. I don't know. Maybe I should just go to Orcs because I think I get more money consistently at Orcs, but it does average out with the RNG drops. What the hell's going on here? Is there some sort of quest? I don't know. All right. Oh, the human damage crystals? I guess it does work. Because I feel the difference. Before they would... I could actually test it out right now. Oh, we forgot our crit damage. God dang it. Okay. How about this? We can test it out first. And then I'll go get the crit damage buff and grind for reals. Because it's not just the accuracy from Begs, because I tried it with just Begs in the beginning, and then I slowly tried the crystals. First I switched them on my gloves, and then on my boots. How much are you making at Alter Imps? Alright. Guess I can use this, because it is a baseline for me. Use this. So we'll first try it like this without here, let's do those two packs. So we'll hit this pack first. This is with the evasion. Super tanky. So it took a little bit more than a full damage rotation to kill. Which pets are out right now? Let me do that. Get them fed. All right, let me switch to my human damage and accuracy there. Yo. It's hitting considerably harder. I feel it. I feel it. But I didn't put like human damage crystals on my chest and my helmet because these are common for my evasion build as well. So yeah. All right, let me go get that crit buff and we'll do a quick half-hour grind. See how much we can make. Well, welcome to the stream, everybody. Tonight, it's going to be an interesting stream. We're going to have Blue over, and we are going to break down everything Elyon. It's going to be dope. Because I've been hyped for that. I got a lot of keys to give away. I got over 60 keys. I gave some of them away already, but we're going to be giving away keys all the way until the closed beta starts on May 6th. I think it's the 6th, 5th or 6th, something like that. It's only going to be for like 5 days or something, but yo, let's go hard. I mean, I love betas, dude. It's a really good time to learn the game, get your bearings, and just have fun with the limited content, like limited cash shop and everything. Yeah. All right. Yo, Shy Wolf, what's up, man? Been a while. How's it going? Alrighty. Ooh. Make that jump. Doing good, dude. Doing good. Just gonna do a little bit of grinding before we start our shenanigans for the day. There's some weird sound coming out of my PC right now. I don't know. That's how you found Warframe? Good stuff, man. Alright, give me a second here. Investigate. Let me first see the temperatures to make sure there's nothing going on internally. GPU 53, that's fair. CPUs, what are you guys at? Okay, doesn't look anything. So. Alright, doesn't look like anything serious. Or anything at all. I didn't see anything. Let's go. HND, thank you for the follow, man. Welcome to the stream. The hype is real tonight. Oh. Let me make sure I'm looking at the screen because I don't want my horse to die. All right. How's Wild Rift? Have you been playing much? No, I haven't. People have been really salty there. Like, I try to play a certain role, people just pick that role. I'm like, what up? So it's like, it's just playing League all over again. I'm like, eh. So I haven't been too hyped. And the controls don't feel all too good. Something's missing. Something's a bit off. I just can't put my finger what it is. Oh wait, I need to first check if anyone's here. Let me go check. Looks like, oh, you're good. Yeah, but when I played Mobile Legends, it's a lot different. It wasn't nearly as salty. I don't know. But now I'm not really playing much right now. My pet's right. Yes, they are. Oh, there's a leak down there. I forgot. Oopsie daisy. All right, let's go back and smack him. But damn, this week's been going fast. It's because I've been working so damn much. Freaking 14-hour days, like, for the past 3 days. Like, yo, cut me some slack. Haven't been able to do too much in game, but hey, all good. But you know, yesterday I I tested out another game, Magic Legends. I'm dropping that video tomorrow. I actually have the video and everything ready. I just didn't have time to put it out. Overtime pay? Nope. Salaried. No overtime pay. They just pay me a lot in general. So I'm like, all right. That's all good. Nothing that exhausts me. It just takes up a lot of time. But yeah, I was playing Magic Legends yesterday. It was excruciating, man. After like 10 minutes, I just wanted to turn it off. I'm like, all right, we got to do this just for the review. But goddamn, like, why? Do people not play the games they're developing anymore? I don't know. I mean, the thing is, like, BDO didn't become as big as it is through like sleazy marketing or, you know, anything like that. They actually have a game that people enjoy playing, whether you spend money or not. You like the game, you play it. I mean, you got to have a good product. That's what should be priority number one, regardless of not even games, like any company in general. Like, I log into the game, the first thing it does is like lag spike, frame drop. I'm like, what the hell? This is like a beta game. It's not even doing anything. You actually got... Okay, yeah. It's like, I uninstalled it. Like, never again. Like, yikes. I uninstalled Neverwinter as well. I'm like, I really don't want to get into that. I'm sure the people who have played it for years will keep playing it, but it's like, for me, it's like, nah. It feels very, very uphill and forced if I was to try it, because their system and everything, it's not at all appealing. I mean, if BDO didn't have like such nice combat, you'd think anyone would actually play it. I mean, a lot of people would, but it's because the combat is so good, because they keep dropping new content and doing quality of life changes, trying to improve the game, actively improve the game, you know. That's why people play it. I mean, there's a lot of things wrong with it, like, for example, endgame PvP, but regardless, we still like the game. Still a good game. I don't know, dude. Elvin, do you have a key? Are you checking out Elyon? How do you ping elites? It's one of my pets. I think it's the bird that's doing it. Oh man, PSO 2 New Genesis. Hey, they announced, so that's coming out in June, I believe. Closed beta in May, and the game itself should be coming out in June or sometime. Looking dope as hell too. Sword of Legends is gonna get crushed if that comes out, because, you know, Sword of Legends, Gameforge, they're already, you know, at a disadvantage. The thing is, I think the gaming community proved that they don't need the latest, greatest graphics or anything in order to enjoy a game. It just has to be a good game. Like, look, we played freaking WoW Classic. People still play old school RuneScape. I think it's clear enough that we just want a good game to play. It doesn't have to be like the, top tier boob physics or something. But, yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, like, you can take an old game and make it good. I mean, look at Ion Classic. It's popping on Korea. I really hope they release it here, and then you won't see me for 2 months. Except you'll see me in Ion. Being the greatest gladiator to ever live. We play Minecraft? Exactly. Like, complexity in graphics isn't the standard. It's how it all ties in together. It's okay if the graphics aren't like the greatest thing. But if the game's fun, who cares? Oh man. Yeah, I mean, the most important thing for any company should be making a good product. Because if they have a good product, we'll play the game. It's as simple as that. And we'll happily spend money. Like, I spend like, what? Close to $2,000 in BDO. Now granted, I am a content creator. I have the mindset that I'll make it back. But the kind of things I bought in this game's cash shop is not pay to win. It's all nonsense, junk. Very convenience. Any ordinary person who sees me doing that would be like, you're an idiot. Put your wallet away. I'm like, I don't care. I like the game. But it's like, it's a good game. It's a solid freaking game. I like it. It plays well. It's smooth. I enjoy doing what I do on it. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of depth. Apparently there's a story. I've never heard of it, but apparently the story's pretty good. But yeah. I don't know. I'm just ranting and stuff, but... Hold on. Hold on. Yo, YouTube. Oh my god. YouTube. YouTube. My YouTube chat's not working here. Hold on. My YouTube chat, I'm like thinking, where's YouTube at? I see like 50 people watching there. I'm like, why can't I see this? Well, why can't I see the chat? Hey, restream, what gives? Oh, it's not showing here. Event not started. Oh, I did it. That was me. That was me. Hey, Pop Solar, what's up, dude? I have it separately. Oh, what do I do? Maybe I can pop this out? Yes, I can. I guess we're gonna actually be running 2 chat boxes here for tonight. It's okay. I know what I did. I know why that happened. It's okay. We'll make do. Let me see if I can make this larger. Okay. All right. What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing? Who's all there? What's up, Joshua, NM, Jimmy, Brooke, my dude. What's up, John? Using 1660 super GPU and my settings is medium default. Brings GPU to 90 degrees. It's worrying. Yeah, dude, you have to keep your fan on at 100%. Make sure you have enough circulation inside the PC. That is very high for a GPU. I'm using a 1080 Ti. It peaks at 67 to 70 under load. But yeah. Leozor, what's up, dude? All right. I'm like, shit. I'm messed up. Messed up, man. I messed up. Okay. Back to the grind. Problem solved. I know what I did. I know the mistake I made in my settings. That was my bad. Hey, how about this? YouTube. I'm gonna just restart the YouTube side for a sec. You might have to refresh your stream or it might start back up on its own. All right, let me just try that. Meanwhile, these mobs are like, oh, let's wait for him. He's busy. I'm not sure if it restarted, if it even worked. I don't mind if it didn't. We'll work on it later. My bad. Hey, C, what's up? That is a Texas flag. Greatest country in the USA. That's right, you heard me correct. Alrighty. So we're just gonna do some little bit of grinding before we get started with Elyon. Elyon. Elyon? I don't know, I don't think that's right. We'll call it Elyon. Finally created Cacao Games account. Ah, gotcha. Well, stay tuned to the streams, dude. I'll be giving away tons of keys. UI configuration? Oh, I got a video on it. I actually have a video if you check my YouTube channel. How to set up your UI like mine. If you're interested. Yo, I'm tired of the spam. Hold up. Hey, I was doing my settings. Hey, Brian, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, dude. All right. Mysterious energy pervades the air. And they're starting the ritual. Where is the mysterious energy? Hit me. I don't see no mysterious energy. Scam! I got scammed. Oh man. For once, I can actually say there's new MMORPGs coming out. How hype is that? Who else is excited? I think I'm a bit too excited, but yeah. The dungeons in Elyon? Yeah. And there's going to be a lot of PvP, PvE content. PvPvE. So, it's going to be fun. I mean, that's what, like, Ashes was trying to hype up. They're like, yeah, it's not just going to be dungeons. It's going to be PvP. You'll be fighting over your stuff. I'm like, well, shit, maybe I don't want to fight over my shit. But... yeah, see, me too, man. Me too. That's my thing. MMORPGs. And the beginning of an MMO is the most fun you'll have. Like, it's always the most hype. So you can't miss it. I mean, you can miss the beta, but once it comes out, the first 1 to 2 months, it's gonna be lit. I'm gonna be hyped up about it big time. Oh, dude, I was playing WoW back in when Shadowlands came out. It was fun for the first month. I had my issues with it. Hey, Moonsplit Neil. Always love the RNGs. Oh my god, how dare you knock me down in the middle of my rotation. Have you no shame, sir? What's up, Last Hope? Striker teleport? Yeah, I can use Striker teleport. It's not a big deal. Here anyways. Mobs aren't too far apart. Hello from San Antonio. Ah, that's dope, Brian. I'm not in Texas at the moment, but that's my home state. That's why I always rep it. Good stuff, good stuff. Enlightened, doing good. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Oh, Jane Doe. That's good to hear. I hope everything was easy to find. I get a lot of complaints about that guide. Not kidding. Sometimes I regret making it. They're like, we don't see the quest here. I'm like, listen, punk. Play the game. Stop trying to skip your content. Do the main story quest line. Oh, man. Yeah, quite a few people say they were able to level to 61 no problems using that guide, but a lot of people complain about it too, so I don't know what to tell them. What's up, Hard? How's it going? Ryan, welcome to the stream. Akinari, what's up? I bought the beta for Sword of Legends. I'm mega hyped. Nice. I didn't drop money for it. They were more than willing to invite all the freaking content creators in the world into their partner program, but then they weren't responding to any other messages. I'm like, no free publicity for you. Yeah, I'm not spending any money on it. Once it's out, we'll take a look at it. But the game itself looks pretty good, like mechanically. Their Chinese version looks pretty solid. But we have to find out what Gameforge is going to do. That's the main kicker, right? I really hope Moonlight Blade makes its way over here eventually. I heard a lot of good things about that. It was easy. Came up a bit short since I skipped all the Moncham stuff. Ah, gotcha. All right, how many minutes are we in? 15 minutes already? Damn, time's flying. It does not feel like 15 minutes. But it's going to be fun going back into a faction-based game, but that's going to be a bit tricky as well. Oh man, streaming with Elyon? Oh, stream sniped for days. I don't think there's too many channel options either. Oh man. Or the Gameforge was going to be the client. I wasn't happy about it. Oh, you mean the publisher? Yeah. It's just their time. There's always one company going out and buying all the games. What the heck happened to my damage? Oh, my elixir went out. I'm like, whoops, suddenly hitting a lot less. Hey. Hello, weapon. Hey, stop hitting me. Alright, fools. Trying to lay a beat down. I got the weapon. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Let's go. Lots of loot now. Streaming PvP is always a concern with stream sniping. Yeah. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll do like non-open world content or something. But I'm still going to be playing BDO as well, so it's not like I'll be completely out of things to do. Should be good though. Favorite Elvia spot? Oh, probably this. I think this is my favorite spot. I did try Skyforge when it first came out. I don't like hub-based games as much, so I never really got into it. It was alright. It had an interesting concept, but I don't think the player base lasted because of their cash shop or something. Not sure what actually went down there. The pets? Nah. Unless there's a certain pet which has a much larger range, but loots slower. Unless it's that one, I don't think there's any issue from my end with the pets. They might miss some mobs here and there, but I don't really nitpick about it. Just do my grind in rotation. Yeah. What's that? Just like the AP brackets, when you hit a certain AP bracket, you see a boost. Is there something similar for life skill mastery? Yes, every 50 life skill mastery, apparently it's like a bracket. Like 1300, 1350, 1400, 1450, like that. So every time you get that 50, when you get some good upgrades, feels good. But it's harder to, you know, see how much more money you're getting per hour and stuff. Because, like, for grinding, we'll sell our trash loot. It's pretty straightforward. But not as much for life skilling. But you are making more money. Mastery scales very well. Oh, man, I do not like that my YouTube chat isn't here. Oh, think of a way to fix it. All right, Twitch, don't say anything. I'm going to restart my chat box. All right, let's try this now. What's up, Wraith? How's it going? You can use a Tet Blackstar. The only reason I use an often is because I needed to start hitting higher brackets. Because I used a Tet Blackstar all the way until... Yeah, that chat thing isn't fixed. Sorry, guys. We're going to have to go with 2 chat boxes. Oh. But yeah, I used Tet Blackstar all the way until 274 AP. And once I started hitting that upper limit, I'm like, okay, we can go to often. Grinding here for money. Everything. I do make the crit damage cups, so I do go for those. It could be the FPS minnow. Also, I'm using a Vels, I guess. I mean, this does help, you know, with the attack speed. And also, like, when you start a rotation, you can use your leg drop, your Skull Crusher. That gives you an attack speed buff. And then, what I like to do is I start off with that. So, I start like this. I do the leg drop. And then, I'll build up enough shards here to do Crouching Wolf and get the 20% speed buff. So, I'm always running some sort of speed buff for my skills. Resub to Val Classic, what have I done? Hey, if you're having fun, it's all good, man. How much money? I think you can get away with, like, you know, 150 to 200 bucks, something around that range. Remind me next stream. We can actually break down the cash shop and go through the essentials and talk about the pay to win and all that good stuff. I've been meaning to do that, just haven't had a chance yet. $15 million poor. Did they make the change where you have to buy like subscription on a 60-day basis instead of a 1-month basis? BC, yup. Have fun. Remember back in the old days when expansions actually meant like POG? Like you were excited for that shit? Now it's like, oh god, what are they gonna do now? Thanks for the info, Kreptic. 2 accessories or 1 life skill tool. Hey, check out my YouTube channel. I have a life skill gear progression guide where I go over like the approximate order you should aim for. What's up, Drac? Oh, I already saw your comment. Never mind. But still, what's up? I'm like trying to use 2 chat boxes now instead of a combined one, so... Oh, man. It's a bit sketch here. Bit sketch. Tent buff? Nah, I didn't use it. All I did was normal loot scrolls for the HP potion. For the mana potion, I didn't use any loot scrolls. Screw that. Game was either going to carry me or I wasn't going to get it. That's the only two options it had. Is Blue the Korean BDO streamer? Does he stream in Korean? I think he has. Yeah, he's a popular BDO streamer. No, I wasn't on Arsha. I tried grinding for Ron's Tintinabulum on Arsha for like 20 hours, and then I'm like, you know what, screw this. There's too much PvP, too much distraction. The most important thing is that I have a solid rotation, and I'm killing as many of the mobs that drop the item per hour as I can. So after that, I just went back to a normal server, put on a blue loot scroll, nothing special, just did my rotation. And within 30 minutes, it dropped. Hey, Lucifer, glad you like it, man. I played Mystic and my wife plays Striker. Thought you'd appreciate that. Oh, that's dope, Wraith. Oh, good stuff, man. So who wins in PvP, though? That's the question. Been pretty unlucky for the HP pot, but I know some people who've done 5 times the time I have, so there's still hope. Oh yeah, dude, you'll get it eventually. We don't know when that eventually is, but you'll get it eventually. If wife wins, it's a happy marriage. Good stuff, Logan. Yeah, dude, getting your UI sorted is pretty important. Being able to track all your important skills and all, that makes a pretty good difference, especially for some classes where you have to track a lot of skills, like Witch. You don't have to, it's just good to do so. Striker! Max. Striker smash. What do you think of Succession Sork? I think Succession Sork is a good class. Strong class, good grinder, decent PvPer. Yeah, not bad. Although I would prefer Awaken for PvP, but I heard the Succession has a bit of a better grind. But Awakening's not too far behind, so just play the one you like. Hey, my weapon. Why you do that? Alright. At least we got the bell. More money. I know, grinding at higher AP does make you lose money. I lost a little bit of money on that. That's why I tell people when you're like at around soft cap, 248-ish AP, you know, start thinking about doing that, because if you start going at like, you know, 600 to 650 gear score or something like that, you could be potentially losing like anywhere from 150 to 300 mil an hour, right? So you gotta take it into consideration, because you don't know how long it takes, and if you're popping loot scrolls constantly and it takes like, you know, 100 hours per piece, you'd be down a lot of loot scrolls. Reeb, thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Lucifer TV, Ark, thank you guys for the follows. I didn't see you guys there. Which is better, Striker or Mystic? Striker for PvE. PvP, it's a toss-up. I would say Awakened Striker there, but Mystic's pretty pog, man. Nivar, thank you for the follow as well. Schlane, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Super Pog stream, because tonight's going to be dope. Just getting some grinding in before we are joined by Blue, and we're going to get things started. We're going to be going over a lot of things, Elyon. Stop cheering for Massa Pure Magic. I don't care that he cheers. I care that I lose DPS whenever I get one. I'm like, it should be rewarding, not a depressing thing. No life skilling stream? Haven't been life skilling for a long time. I work too many hours to be life skilling now. Streaming's an amazing tool. Yeah, dude. It's fun. Been playing for 8 months, almost maxed Blue Volante sitting at 281 Archer. Gonna make Striker. Cool, dude. What is Elyon? It's a new MMORPG coming up. It's gonna be published by Kakao. So, you know, our old friends at Kakao. Those guys who used to answer our tickets really quick. Hint, hint. Come on, PA. I still got a ticket open. What's up, Yami? How's it going? What's your APDP? More than enough, dude. What's the timer? We got 42 seconds left. We are all... Damn, it flew by. Got my Elyon key? Nice, dude. If anyone didn't get your Elyon key, I'm going to be giving away like over 50 of them. So, you know, stick around. We'll be doing a lot of giveaways. Going to be pretty pog. I'll be giving away some today, on Friday, on Sunday. Going to be nice. Kakao sad? What? What are you talking about? So so sad they had to go publish another. Oh, I understand. Thing is, I think they had Elyon lined up. I think Elyon was already lined up because they knew they would have to, you know, they knew that their lease is gonna end and they're gonna be, you know, down a game. What is this thing that's doing that? So I think they were prepared for it much sooner. Mandarin, yo, it's late, dude. Get some sleep. This will be on the VOD. Yup, Edward, I am giving away keys. Got a lot of keys. We'll give away some today, some Friday, some Sunday. It'll be fun. And today we're gonna talk to Blue and figure out what Elyon's all about. Now, you know, Elyon isn't all sunshine and rainbow. There are some factors that you have to take into consideration that could be concerning for some people, but you know, I think it'll be a great experience, even if it's just for the first few months. If you do play it, you know, it'll be fun. The initial period of any game is going to be the most hype, and I wouldn't miss it. I remember missing like Arcade and stuff when it first came out. I was pretty sad about that. I got to do Arcade and Chain, but it wasn't the same. Everyone already knew the game, so there's like people already running around killing everybody within the first day. But never heard of Elyon? Offers massive stats for money. I mean, which game isn't pay to win, right? You can go into World of Warcraft, drop some money, buy huge gear from Marketplace. A lot. Well, yeah, we'll talk about the pay to win stuff too. But I think that if you play consistently as a free-to-play player, you can, you know, stand up to the whales. Like, most important thing is kill potential. And I heard that, like, some players in Korea were complaining that non-whale players were killing them. So, that's always a good sign. Because the thing is, the grind in Elyon isn't just for the gear. It's for your skill points and stuff, too. Like, other passives and all that stuff. But yeah, we'll break it down. We'll break it down. So stay tuned. Tonight's going to be a very informative stream, which I've been looking forward to. Yo, Flaming, what's good? Yeah, hashes of creation. Blech. I don't know. I'm not feeling too hot about Ashes, but hopefully they'll start showing some good stuff, good progress. Because fingers crossed, I always want a game to succeed and be good, right? I mean, always nice to have a game for us to play and enjoy. I never hope ill for any upcoming game. It's a difficult task to build an MMORPG. It's a noble endeavor for sure, but you know, they ain't getting none of my money. Not till they prove it's a good game. Like now it's I'm not spending money on Sword of Legends either. You have to first show me that it's a solid game, then I'll give you my money. I'm done being taken advantage of. The MMORPG community is done being taken advantage of. How many games are gonna tag us along? The game looked pretty from Elite. Oh, Lazy Peon's review? Yeah. I think he played it a long while back though. For duo farms? What's that mean? Oh, you mean... Okay. You mean like duo grind. Biragi Den... Oh, sorry, not Biragi Den. Altar Imps and Elvia is pretty good. Pandix Island is pretty good. I heard about Riot's MMO. I mean, I didn't see any gameplay. Do we have any gameplay on it, Tyler? I mean, leave it to Riot to like build a solid game. I mean, I'd 100% be down for it. Got a lot of these in the market right now. Let me see. We got 6 of these. Price is going up, kinda. Should I just sell it? Will it get to 1400? It was going up, but then someone bought it out, so I don't know. We'll probably hang on to it. Okay, it's gonna probably be like a solid 3 to 4 years before we see like the good stuff, but no, it's in development, Vess. I mean, they outlined their plan a long while ago before Valorant dropped. They're gonna have like a esport level game in every genre. That's their goal. So fingers crossed. Imagine a Riot making a MMORPG with esports involved. Yo, hype. 3 years is a pretty solid expectation for them to like start showing gameplay. Like we can get a, you know, understand the vibe of the game by then. Yeah, I mean that's their goal. That's their whole plan, to have esports for every genre. Why do you think they went into making a freaking... What's going on here? Why do you think they went on to make a freaking FPS game? Look, noobs are fighting. They have a low developer count? Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure they'll hire new people and eventually get people working on that. But it's going to be in the world of, you know, the same kind of world as League of Legends, so they already got a lot of story involved, so I wonder what they're going to do. I'm hyped, though. I'm hyped. Well, yo, Samosa, what's up, my guy? How's it going? Gummy, what's up? Arena of Arsha Esports, too late for that. BDO lost its chance of having a esport. Now what are they going to do? Trial tournaments? Sure, they can do that, but the game's kind of mechanically flawed. What are they going to do? Esports with your actual gear? That's never going to happen. It'll never take off. Oh, Samosa, you got 2 of Voltara's clairvoyance. You know what that means. Now you got to make 2 of them. RBF trials. Means that MMOs are a natural fit for esports. Don't know why it hasn't happened yet. So Blizzard had the chance. Like World of Warcraft was the biggest you know, MMO esport at a time because MLG used to run it and stuff. But the problem was Blizzard would never give them a client to run their tournaments in an easy manner. They wanted to hold a monopoly over their own game, so all we have is BlizzCon every year, and they skimp out on that too. Oh, let me tell you, in one of the BlizzCons recently, they said, hey, they were taking donations. You get this item, and all proceeds go to the cash prize. The 250k cash prize or something like that. And then, you know, the goal was met, and, you know, the cash prize was 250k, but the player base paid for it instead of Blizzard. They just didn't pay for it. Oh, like, yo, that's the kind of shit that goes down there. So, whatever. BDO bugged autopathing? My horse was dead? Are you sure someone didn't kill you? Oh, okay. Maybe you fell. Yeah. Esports with life skill gear. Life skill esports, let's go. Dude, that was the funniest shit. I'm like, only Blizzard would do something like that. It's like, hey, do you guys want to donate for the tournament? And then you would have thought that they would have put their 250k, and on top of that, our money donated would go into it. But no, they totally skipped out. It's hilarious. Oh, you weren't dead? Every game is pay to win, Alan. Just wait for the talk. We'll break it down. Blood Wolf grind is boring? Yeah, man. It is what it is. Blizzard. Blizzard's the ultimate meme. Whatever happened to that whole don't you guys have phones shit? Where's BDO or not BDO? Where's Diablo Immortal? I wanted to play that on my phone. I got a phone just to play that. Oh. I wanted to play it. I'm like, oh, I got a phone, sir. Let's see it. Think it's in beta? How long is it going to be in beta? I do have a phone. Guild Wars 2 isn't pay to win? Really? Are you sure about that? Because I'm pretty sure you can swipe, get money, and go buy your legendary weapon. Final Fantasy 14. You can do a lot of things with money in that game, but yeah, you gotta grind it out, but still. Really wish BDO had a way to progress through strictly PvP instead of constant mob grinding, life skilling. Yeah, I mean, BDO is pay to win. The thing is, if you, I really don't see making pathways like doing just PvP. I mean, like, if you're playing an MMORPG, play the MMORPG. There are plenty of games which are PvP oriented, battle royales, FPS games, you know, MOBA games and whatnot, brawler games. The thing is, there's plenty of games like that. The MMORPG is an MMORPG. It's the experience of it. When I make a game, it's gonna need to be a little bit of everything. People are, if you're so bad you can't do a dungeon or a raid, then what are you doing PvPing, right? But yeah, BDO does need a way to make money from PvP. Like, at least in WoW, you can, you know, make a little bit of money from all the stuff you get. But it's not like the best money maker in the game, but it's something. It'll sustain you. BDO needs something that will sustain you. You know, the Sieges and Node Wars payouts, they're not that great anymore in comparison to everything else in the game. Because, like, now, if someone say, hey, come to a Node War for 3 hours, and 2 or 3 hours, whatever it is, And people are like, well, I could just grind that time and make more money. Oh. It's the same stats of an ascended weapon. How do you make an ascended weapon? Swipe, get the gold, buy the material, make it. I mean, as long as you can swipe for currency, which directly gets transferred into gold. I mean, I don't know any argument of that, unless you want to consider like legendary. The thing is, the legendary gears, if the legendary gears that you get from doing X amount of raids and crafting it, if those had higher stats than the ascended gear, I would say it was not pay to win. But the fact that you can go and swipe and get all the materials you need, make your ascended gear, that falls under pay to win. Now, that's not saying that you can't progress without paying. You can still grind it out manually and still get what you need. Well, if you're saying oh, whoops, I accidentally got mushrooms. If you're saying that's not pay to win, then BDO's not pay to win. You can grind in game and get the best gear. So where's the pay to win then? Except for the tent. Stupid tent. Tent's pay to win. Fuck that. How can I pay to win in BDO? You can sell outfits, but the best way, in my opinion, like the most return, is actually enhancing. You know, artisan memories and then getting the crons from the store. If you know how to do it right, you can pay to win it. Way more money than actually selling the costumes. Oh my god, someone said shit and then YouTube's like, yo, block that. No, dude, come on. Can't be obtained without a pay barrier? Okay, then our definition of pay to win is different. Because, like, if you can pay for something and get it in, you know, a really short amount of time, and I have to grind like it's a part-time job for many, many, many months, I'm going to count it as pay to win. Because the amount of hours is such a huge difference. Whales already know, dude. BDO's not a pay to win, it's just a pain. Yeah. But I mean, like, look, Guild Wars 2, the gear is like, the lack of progression is something that I never liked. But you can just buy whatever materials you need in order to craft the gear and just do it. There's very little like manual work there. I mean, there is some manual things you have to go collect, and fair enough, but making the money to go craft your ascended gear versus just swiping, there's a pretty significant difference. So, I don't know why people complain about the infinite potion. You know, it doesn't save you any money. The time you spend grinding for the potion does not outweigh the amount of potions you would have spent. Compass and map is not a necessary item. None of those are necessary. There's no, even if you grind it out, you're not winning or anything. Oh, true, you can RMT it. Yeah. You know what the RMTers do? They charge you an amount, they grind on your account for it. So yeah, technically pay to win, yeah. Nah, I'm kidding. I mean, they do that, but I'm not going to use that as pay to win. Doesn't it take months? Nah. I think if you know what to do in Guild Wars 2, you can get your stuff pretty quickly. Like, Ascended gear isn't too difficult. You can easily, within the first day, get the second best gear, and then slowly craft your Ascended gear. Like, me doing PvP, I was able to get quite a few Ascended pieces. Now, so if you're talking about your knowledge of going in as a veteran player, that doesn't count. A new player is not going to have that. They're going to have to buy. Like, I can play this game. I can get back to the same spot I'm at in terms of gear score in a fraction of the time it took me the first time around. It's going to be a pain in the ass. But yeah. Oh, sweet. The YouTube chat's working again. Well, there we go. I can close this one. Oh, definitely don't do it. Those guys are probably going to be like, you know, when they're doing your order and stuff, the RM tiers, they're probably posting your account on a selling website and they're like getting ready to sell it whenever they get an offer. If someone buys it, your account's gone. Otherwise, they'll just do the actual work and get the money from you. I'm sure that's what goes down. Don't even try it. Don't even think about it. No, pay to win. No, the definition you got to be clear about that. Something unobtainable is not pay to win. Having the weight from the shop here, it doesn't make me stronger. It doesn't make me better. I can still overstack my horse. I just have to go to my horse and overstack it. Now, the one thing is definitely the 10. That is that you can't get in any other way. You're always going to have that 10 more AP and whatever other stats you get, but if I spent $100,000 on BDO, I can save myself hundreds and hundreds of hours of actually playing the game. Pay to win. T4 pets? Yeah. I mean, look, you can buy it, but that takes time. You're going to save a lot of time? That's cash out. Unobtainable items, gameplay through gameplay is pay to win. Can't buy shit on EU? Hey, join a better server. What can I say? Yo, thanks for the follows, guys. 7, SW, Paco. Thank you, guys. I wasn't defending BDO. I never said BDO wasn't pay to win. I was saying most games are pay to win. And if you know exactly what to do, like the money, the value you get from selling the costumes versus actually doing the right thing for the money, yo, night and day difference. You'll be making triple as much. But I ain't telling nobody. I saw that video flaming. Don't buy that. They're still better. That video is like doesn't really work. Like for example, with Bloody Monastery, you get the bell, right? And when you have the bell, then the mobs are all like swarming everywhere, right? So you need a faster loot rate. And when he did the test, he must have grinded back to back because he was getting less trash with the T4 pets on. I'm like, mathematically, that just doesn't work. Is it worth breaking the wallet for? No, it's not. Is it worth going for in-game through the pets that you receive from events and stuff and maybe a really good sale or, you know, the cash shop, or sorry, the marketplace selling some pets? Yeah, definitely. 4 to 2.5? Yeah, I think so. Ryan, just tag it and stand back for 20 minutes. It'll despawn and you get the loot. Just spend a single penny on pets, but already have 4 T4 pets? Nice, man. Hey, that's how you do it. Remember, you guys can go to Velia Inn and see which pets are selling easily. Let's see. Oh. Yep. You can check here at the Pearl Market and see what's been selling. Let's see. NA. Whoa. NA. Spending a lot of money here. Look at Korea compared to NA. We know where the moneymaker is. Even console NA is blowing everyone out of the water. Yikes. Alright. The Brown Hawk is still the one that's being sold. The last 1 hour, none, but in the last 24 hours, 45. Oh, man. Oh, what's this? A giveaway? There's still 3 days left for this. Yo, guys, go to valiain.com/giveaway and enter If you do all of these, you get an entry for each one you do. And, you know, so far there are 14,000 something entries, but hey, the winner gets a secret lab chair. And I have a secret code here you can get for even more points. Who wants the code? I'll type it in chat. It is roll the dice. Enjoy. My secret code is roll the dice. I think it's all in caps or not in caps. I don't know. Try whichever. Wish Central Market was global? Hell no. I know you other regions are going to be mooching off us. Then that's going to mean I'm going to have less things to buy. Not that I buy anything off the marketplace for Pearl Shop items. It's been a very long time since I actually, you know, tried to buy something here. But still, I know what you guys are up to. I know you guys aren't saying that, so, oh, let me sell more stuff to other people. Nah. It's auto caps? Oh, you're good then. Will a better gaming chair get me Pen Kudum? Have you guys seen the leaked stats for Pen, or sorry, not Pen, but Fallen God Offhand? It's like a Nuver, but stronger, with more monster AP than a Kudum, and has both the effects of the Kudum and the Nuver. Resistance and ignore resistance. Oh, shit's fire. Imagine it releasing like that. Oh my god. Shh. Let everyone sell their stuff, okay? Oh man, you guys ruined my fun. Couldn't you just play along? No, the first thing they're gonna do is probably, or the next thing they're gonna probably do is the helmet. Dead God helmet, Fallen God helmet. Yeah, you guys caught me. Fine. Enjoy the secret code though. Roll the dice. Roll the dice. Oh man. So we're gonna get started in about 10 to 15 minutes. Blue's getting ready. He's starting up his stream. We're gonna be Fallen God fishing pole. Let's go. AFK fishing time, or reduced by 50%. In about 3 years worth of events, you'll pay it off. Oh my god. But yeah, who's hyped, guys? Who is hyped? Elyon. I just wanted a new game to play. That's it. Like last night, I was telling you guys earlier, I did a first impressions video for Magic Legends. Check out that video when I drop it tomorrow. Do drop a like and a comment to help me out with the algorithm, but overall, it was a struggle. It was a struggle, I'll just say that. After like 15 minutes, I'm like, I really just want to stop this, but I already started the video. I'm in too deep now. Oh my god. Definitely excited for Elyon. Yay. Dude, that's awesome. Elyon's gonna be huge. What's up, Jake? Genshin Impact. I don't play Genshin, man. Oh, did I miss something? Hold on. In bosses. Boss timer. Okay. I only missed Vel. That's fine. Lost Ark, dude. There's a lot of games that are in the, you know, in the lineup, right? So you got Elyon. Yo, my face is like. Oh man, my face is all red because I'm in Valencia on this character. Alright, let's switch over. Yeah, Lost Ark is gonna be dope. Sword of Legends, that's gonna depend on, you know, freaking Game Forge. Elyon's gonna be pretty good. What else? Oh yeah, PSO2 New Genesis. That one's also gonna be dope. Waifu Emulator 2000. Yep. New World, I don't know when's the official release date. Yeah, I don't know. My thing about New World is they're gonna have to get the optimization down. Yeah, I played Lost Ark a few weeks ago on the Russian server. You got caught? Ah, it's all good. Which game do you think Gameforge did well? I can't think of one. I know they run Ion, but you know, Ion uses the cash shop too. Though the cash shop isn't too bad in Ion. It's more of a time factor for them. You get like one shot for the first 6 months of your Ion career. What do you think about selling PvE, PvP gears? As well as Caphras for life skill? If you want to life skill, and that's what you want to do in the game, then sure, go ahead. Space and take it easy, man. Thanks for dropping by. New World in 4 months? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully I don't have to make a Sag video on it. Ion's the OP painter game? Yeah, pretty much. The Vandal. I'm like, could you not have thought of anything else? Like I said, some NBA type must have been like, listen guys, we gotta be revolutionary. We gotta do something someone's never done before. You gotta think outside the box to bring Ion back. And they came up with a painter. It's not even like cool. It's so stupid. I'm like, Ion was a game of a rich history and lore, and it was like, where did this shit come from? Oh, dude. Trying to enhance my Urgon to 20, only got 210 fail stack instead? Yikes. Yeah, I mean, if you're getting burnt out, I mean, you do you, but you're losing money when you switch your gear over, so make sure it counts. Make sure if you're going to go into life skill that you're actually life skilling for a few hours a day. That is gathering. I wasn't gathering. I wasn't even gathering for an hour a day. So I eventually figured, hey, it's not worth it. I mean, if you're willing to do the gathering, it's definitely good. Oh, let me change this back. Let's see. What are Caphras for? Yeah, you socket Caphras into gear and they increase the stats. Oh my god, what do we do now? Alright. We're gonna get started with the Elyon stuff real soon, but let me just get a few things ready while we do that. Alright. What all do we need to talk about? Okay. Ranger strong on BDO? I mean, like, it's alright. I mean, if you have a lot of gear, you can do some work, but it's a uphill fight, uphill battle for that. At 120 stack, should I attempt a Tet Latens or just give up and save and buy it? Personal question. You do you, man. You want to gamble? Good. Gamble. You don't want to gamble? Don't gamble. Alright, boys. It's time. Alright, let me get my headset and get this sorted out. Unfortunately, the way my OBS works is it doesn't pick up my speakers. Alright, hang on. Let me change this audio settings. Video's all about gambling. Come on. Be nice, guys. All right, here we go. Let's get started. Blue, what's up, dude? Not much. Let me turn you up over here. All right, you guys hear him, guys?
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Oh,
Yo, what
yeah.
it do? It's your homeboy Blue.
They definitely hear you. Oh man, what's going on? What you been up to this week?
Work, bro. Work, and work, man.
Dude. Last 3 days, my work's been starting at like 9 in the morning, ending at like
Yo,
10.
Muffin coming at the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Sorry, I meant to mute. I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry about it. Oh, dude. What's going on? You playing BDO?
I was about to, and then I was like, I guess you might as well just like hop on Elyon, right?
Yeah, go ahead. If you share your screen, I can show it here as well. But yeah, dude.
Say
Hyped.
less. No.
Hyped.
What's
so,
up?
So they just sent out the keys today. So getting ready to start giving those away all the way until the release time. But dude, it's so hype. I mean, I'm just happy that we got a new MMORPG coming. How long has it been?
Bro, I know the feeling. Like, okay, when Elyon was first, like when they first did the remake, like the remake beta,
Whoa.
me and my friend who had been like playing BDO in Korea for so long together, we were so excited. I literally did not sleep the entire beta.
Wait.
All the betas. What's up?
What was that about, a remake? Did they pull a Final Fantasy?
Do you remember Project Air?
Sure. Yeah, I heard of it.
Do you remember that Thai beta? That was so bad. It was like so bad. Like a lot of players had so many concerns about it and just like did not like it at all.
Oh my god, really?
So this is the game. That's why it's Ascent Infinite Realm. And what happened was they went dark. They went complete silent for a whole year.
Right.
And then they came out like, hey guys, boom. We have Elyon, Ascent Infinite Realm. It's completely remade. And then they came out with the beta and everyone was like, oh, it's actually fun now.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
Oh, yeah. I'm so glad they did that. Because I gotta admit, their previous game was not very pog. I saw the videos, I remember it. But damn. Yo, so you've been playing on Korea how long? You still actively play?
Elyon?
Yeah.
I don't actively play right now. Mm-hmm. I have my reasons. We'll get into that. But
yeah,
I played every single beta since the remake. Mm-hmm. And then I played when it first came out in December.
Yeah.
Like the first week I got over, like, I'm pretty sure I hit like 100 or something hours into the game. I did.
All in.
Yeah. And I went pretty hard. I think I stopped playing around, I want to say February, because it's April now. Sometime in February. I can actually find out.
Yeah, that's all good. Is Elyon more popular than BDO in Korea?
Is Elyon more popular? Okay, so I actually wanted to talk on that because people are pulling up the Game Mecha rankings, which basically is ranking based off of PC Cafe players playing in the Cyber Cafe. So in Korea, you get perks for many different games for playing in the PC Cafe.
Right.
So that's why you see. So in my opinion, some of those rankings aren't really accurate because, for example, BDO, a lot of the PC Cafe perks we currently get by way of the Oasis event. Yeah. So like all that stuff we get at Oasis event are pretty much the perks for playing at a PC Cafe and BDO. There are a couple other things that PC Cafe BDO players get, but not very much. So a lot of players right now are just like, what's the point of playing in a PC Cafe and spending extra money when we can play at our home and still get most of the rewards? So I personally, to my knowledge, and from my friends that I know that play BDO, none of them are going to a PC Cafe anymore because they don't need to.
Right.
And so it's like, yes, Elyon has more players than BDO and the PC Cafe, but at the same time, it's like, it's because a lot of BDO players don't need to go to PC Cafe. So I really don't know if it's actually more popular or if it's just inflated numbers just of people not needing to go for BDO, you know?
Yeah.
That's why League of Legends is so popular in PC cafes. It's almost always the top one over there because if you play at a PC cafe, you have all the champions unlocked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is
Unless
sick.
they
Okay.
changed it, if memory serves me correct, it was one of the big benefits was you have all the champions unlocked.
Oh.
So you don't need to, well, you don't need to buy champions. So again, though, that could have changed. I haven't talked to any of my like KR friends that play League in
Okay.
about a year, but yeah.
Well, good stuff. Good stuff. I mean, regardless of whether it's more popular or not, we're still gonna get a new MMORPG experience. I mean, I don't think there was any MMO that really dropped last year, right? I think it's just been a drought for a while.
Right. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I think we had a couple years back. We had the whole cash grab MMO.
Let's not speak about that, but but yeah, this year we got like Elyon coming. We got, potentially Lost Ark. We got PSO2 New Genesis and New World. Like there's a lot actually coming out, so it's it's a good year. It's a good year in my books, but oh yeah, Sword of Legends, yeah. But yeah, definitely hype for this. I do like the story when a game sucks that the developers are like, listen, let's not go through with it. Let's fix it and then make it better and then release it. So it's always good to see that because Final Fantasy 14 was a huge hit when they did that and still going strong. So,
oh yeah,
yeah,
I know. I mean, I was a little bit skeptical when I first heard about like they just remade it before the beta because like that's exactly what was said about the game that shall not be named.
right.
But this time they actually like, I mean, Bluehole meant it when they said it. It was just pretty nice.
Yeah, it's always good when they follow through. I mean, yesterday I was making a video and I was playing this game, which after 15 minutes, I didn't want to play it. I pushed myself to finish it because it was a first impressions video. But I'm like, listen, it's like any game company, if you're developing a game, make a good product. I mean, I don't know how that doesn't register with some people. I log in, I go into the tutorial, frame drops instantly. I'm like, why?
Oh no.
And the game is just not structured well. I was not too happy about it. So I didn't even drop the video yet. It's like, eh. Anyway, tell us a bit about Elyon's classes. What do you think about them? I know there's only like 5, right?
There is Slayer, Warlord, Elementalist, Assassin, Gunner, Mystic. So that's 6.
Oh, 6.
And
okay.
I believe I've seen some rumblings of a 7th being like an archer type.
Nice.
Which would be kind of cool because like in Terra, like I loved my
oh yeah,
archer.
that was my first class.
Nice.
Do you have any character slots right now? Can you like create a character?
Actually, let me check.
It's all good if not, but yeah, definitely hyped. I do like games where there's a lot of variety, but I heard there was a lot of build variety in this game, right? Even if you're playing the same character or the same class, you can diversify quite a bit.
Yeah, I can actually go through what I think if I have an open character slot, I can just talk about the different characters and then
sure.
I can kind of speak a little bit on some of the build diversity. I can actually show you. I think I can share like my entire screen and I can show you like the different skills for each class on Invin. And
Sure.
like the kind of the diversity. So first off, these are the classes, right?
Right.
So this is Slayer. If you guys play Terra, you're familiar with the kind of idea of like this great sword using class. He's like kind of a berserk in a way, like some of the class likes that it takes health to use some of his skills and things of that nature. If you look on the left side, it's showcasing some of the skills. And the thing about this game is like there's skills that can be used in so many different ways, right? Like you might have one skill that's just like a giant slash attack, but you have like almost like different variations of a skill. You can change it to where instead of a slash attack, now it's like a range slash attack where like it sends like a sword attack flying across the screen, kind of
shockwave.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, Gladiator.
So you can like create.
Ion Gladiator.
Okay, I unfortunately a lot of people actually relate to this game as like they say it's very familiar as Terra and Ion.
Yeah.
I never got to play Ion, sadly, so I missed out on some of that. Some of those
Classic
references.
comes out, if Classic comes to North America, dude, you gotta check it out.
All right, I will.
All right.
I actually tried to play Ion once, but like when I first started playing MMOs, I never had any friends that played, so it was always a solo experience.
Yeah.
Um,
so
but
this
yeah,
isn't
this is-
gender locked.
Yes, no, it's not gender or race locked currently.
Ooh.
So you can play, you have your human, male and female. You have your elf, male and female. You have your animal, and the animals
Asexual.
in this game don't have gender. Exactly, yeah. So it's like there's no gender for animals.
They all
You can
lay
kind of
eggs.
change. You can kind of change the way the animal looks though. So like you have
Okay.
like this kind of looking animal. This one's more of a bunny. This one's a little different. You got a little. this is actually the race that I use. But yeah, like in the first beta, all the betas actually, me and my friends went cats. And I made a guild called Nyang Nyang, which is like meow meow in Korean. Every time we killed somebody, I just spam meow meow. It's great. But yeah, so you have your orc kind of class as well, or orc race,
Nice.
and then you can change the way they look. The character creation it's a bit more than most MMOs, but it's not. I feel like for me personally, feels like BDO probably has a little bit more customization to it.
But the thing is, when you have too much customization, people don't understand proportions, and they really fuck it up.
Oh, like super big boobs with like super thin bodies. Yeah.
Oh no, they play it for the personality.
Oh man.
Well, she has.
But yeah.
Back
So let's
pain.
keep going.
Go ahead.
So this is Warlord.
Yeah.
She or he uses a giant hammer and shield.
Right.
As you can see right here, he can have they can have an attack that like is spinning around, but you can also be a lot more of a like stand your ground defensive type class. And for a while there was a meta to where you pretty much had like almost all your skills that you had on your hotbar are defensive skills and some CC, and you only had one or two skills that did damage. And like there was one time a meta to where just the spin to win was the only one you use, and everything else was defensive. So you could go so defensive to where like it just felt like you couldn't kill them, or like they couldn't kill you. You bide your time. If you land a CC and they don't have a CC break, then they instantly just spin to win on you, and you're dead. It was very annoying.
Oh man, I can imagine a lot of people want to do that right now. Chill chat.
Yeah, I think January might actually sorry, not January. I think we might actually have like that kind of meta during the beta for a little bit.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. And then you have Elementalist. Elementalist uses fire, ice, and or lightning skills. There is a kind of combination system with their skills.
Right.
So like being able to link a fire skill into another fire skill for certain special effects, or like lower cooldowns, things of that nature, or like if somebody is burning and you use a certain skill, you can cause a CC or something of that nature. So there is a bit of a combination system with her.
Okay.
You can choose between the different skills between fire, ice, or lightning.
Okay.
Ice tends to have more CC, like, or okay, they all have CC, but a lot of the popular CCs at a time were like the ice ones.
Right.
And then fire was meant for a lot of the damage. The lightning had more mobility skills. That skill right there that she just did, where she like had like she kind of goes up in the air and then lightning comes down.
Yeah.
If memory serves me correct, that was actually an AoE damaging iframe. At one point, I don't think it is anymore.
Okay.
It might still be. We'll see in a little bit.
That's good.
But yes, it's Elementalist. It can have mobility if you want it to have mobility. It can be more of like a range caster if you want to, or you can be up in your face. For those of you guys play BDO, you can play it like Awakening Wizard, kind of like up in your face kind of caster, or you can play it like I almost want to say Subcaster, where you just like, yeah. It's got a few different ways to play it. Then you have your Mystic. So in this game, currently right now, only one class can actually heal on a consistent basis. I say consistent basis because there are certain things that you can use that every class can use that can like technically have AoE heals, but it's not nearly like actually a healing. Like you can't go into a dungeon with that and expect to be the healer.
Okay.
This is the only. So this class currently is the only one that can heal like actually as a healer,
Got it.
or the support class. But at the same time, you can definitely still do damage and things of that nature with it too.
Right.
You just have to build differently. For a while, this class used to have this build to where pretty much that skill that she's doing right now,
Right.
she's invulnerable and it does damage over time to it does damage to other players while they're in the area of effect. But she stays invulnerable and she heals. It's strong.
So is
Go ahead.
there a proper holy trinity when you go into dungeons, like Warlord being the tank and
Yes.
Mystic being healer?
Correct.
Okay.
So if memory serves me correct, you can only queue as a tank. Well, by default, you can only queue as a tank as a Warlord. You can only queue like the random matches as a healer for Mystic. I believe they changed it now to where you can just go in if you're in a full party of you can have a full party of assassins and go in if you want to.
Okay.
I believe they changed it. I could be wrong on that, but memory serves me correct, that was changed.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so Elementalist is like your main support class, but she can do a lot of damage. There was Mystic.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's been a long day.
It's all good, dude. It's all good.
So there was a build that I was talking about earlier that I was going to say was that she pretty much could continuously she had like skills on her hotbar to like heal up and like pretty much stall and just constantly heal, while also having like a couple CC skills. And then there was a skill where you throw literally you just throw a light ball, right?
Yeah.
But if you have a certain build, the light ball, when you throw it, it comes back. And then also it doesn't cost much mana. Like you can literally spam it. So if you had high attack speed, it was like you were just a machine gun with it. So you constantly heal and just like dash away. And then the moment you catch somebody with a CC, you just 100-0 them if you have enough gear just with that machine gun.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
You're kind of scaring me, but yeah.
No, don't worry. So
Elementalist
Mystic has gotten nerfed. Elementalist has gotten nerfed too, but Mystic has gotten nerfed. So she's not considered OP right now. The two OP classes in PvP are Warlord and Slayer.
Right.
Currently. Here's Assassin.
Let's
Assassin
go.
is my favorite. It's my main. It can play so many different ways. If you guys play League of Legends, you can build it similar to like a Katarina style where you're spinning to win and throwing out your chakrams
Nice.
while you're spinning. Spinning right there, actually.
Yeah.
And then you can dash to your opponent. You can TP behind your opponent. He just did a dash right there. You can have a pool if you want. That's 100% hit rate now, which is kind of nice. It's I guess the closest thing to a grab in this game you're gonna have. And you can change it to where instead of just a pool, you can make it to where once you pull them, it stuns them. Which can be comboed into another skill that, like, if you do it on someone who's stunned, it knocks them down. So for a little bit, there was actually a meta of an infinite CC combo with Assassin. So you pull for the stun, and you use a skill to knock them down. And that skill, it's like as long as you have what's called like combat points, you can use it again. So you would pull them, use the skill, and just like do two skills or like the spinning to win.
Yeah.
Just to get the you just do it for like half a second to get a combat point, and you use the skill again. You use the skill again and re-knock them down. And you just keep them knocked down.
Yeah. The animations look cool and stuff. Does she have stealth?
Yes. So Assassin and, believe it or not, Elementalist just recently got stealth, but it's not as long as Assassin's.
Right.
I can show you Assassin stealth in game.
Sure.
After this. But pretty much you can press it and you'll just it allows you to go out of combat. Obviously, if you still get hit while you're in stealth, you go back into combat and you get unstealth. But it allows her to get out of combat or stealth engage, because you can also go stealth, go into a car or a glider to kind of catch up to an opponent or like close the distance, and then you're still staying stealth while you're in the car and glider. But yeah. It's one of the only classes that can go stealth. There is a way for gunners to go stealth. It's like a variation, I believe, of their skill or something of that nature, to where they can go into stealth. So you have your two main classes that can abuse stealth, or I guess, abuse stealth is Assassin and Gunner.
Okay.
Elementalist can go stealth, but it's like for like half a second or something of that nature, so it's not really the same. And yeah,
Gotcha. Nice.
you have it's basically Assassin's like your typical rogue type class, but
Yep.
it has ways to kind of change the way you play. You can make it like a WoW subtlety rogue if you want to. You can make it like, you know, a Katarina from League of Legends. You can make it like Talon from League of Legends.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different ways to utilize her.
People in chat were saying this is a Reaper from Terra.
Actually, a lot of people actually work a lot of assassin skills.
Yeah.
You'll see if you play Terra, ninja. A lot of assassin
Oh, the
skills are
shuriken
very
person?
similar to
Okay.
ninja. Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't that the game that made their ninja a lolly?
No, Reaper was the Elyon race. That was
Wasn't
the lolly.
okay. I thought the ninja was also race bound.
I'm not sure. I you could be right. I stopped playing like right before Ninja came out.
It's all good. I don't remember. I probably just looked into it. But good stuff. What about that gunner? What's that class all about? Hello?
Okay, my mic got muted. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
So Gunner makes use of pistols, shotguns, and a sniper type skills. What's up?
Do you equip different types of guns or?
So that's just what I was about to say. So
okay.
all these classes have different like skills that use like in a way different weapons than your main weapon, but you still only use one main weapon, right? So
Okay.
like for example, assassins are like these daggers, gunners like a rifle or a pistol or something like that. But you only use like that's what your main weapon in offhand is. But you like your skills will have like animations of like a grenade launcher or a machine gun or a sniper, but you still only use that one weapon, main weapon in offhand. So you don't have to worry about upgrading multiple different weapons.
I saw in the animation he legit did Reaper's ult from Overwatch.
Oh yeah, definitely. So that actually has huge AoE, and if memory serves me correct, it's either the skill itself or a variation of the skill that has 100% hit rate and a stagger. And in this game, staggers like it's like typically every hit is a stagger, and you can't CC break staggers.
Oh man.
So it can get pretty hard to it can sometimes get pretty hard to avoid them. You can use super armor because it's not a transcendence version, so it just has 100% hit rate, but that's it. So if you have super armor, if you can kind of like predict when it's going to happen, you can kind of get away or just keep your distance.
Yeah. Nice.
But yeah, for a while there was a meta to where that was like kind of their initiation. So you were kind of screwed if you were near him. But yeah, these are the classes. I can go ahead and hop into Assassin real quick and show you like the stealth mechanic and some of the mechanics with Assassin.
For sure. Let's go. Oh man, the classes look great though. I mean, whatever they are, like they seem to have given them a lot of depth, and everyone has like that potential, like kill potential. A lot of CCs, protections, mobility.
Yeah, this game it's kind of cool. So it reminds me of BDO in terms of the action combat of like having like and like the PvP mechanics of having different CCs and having different ways to not get CC'd.
Yeah.
But it also has the kind of WoW type CC break or trinket.
Yeah.
In this game, it's a cooldown. But there's different ways. Like for example, there is a special rune system that allows you to get a second CC break.
Okay.
If you should choose to do so.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Dragon's Nest also did something like that. They had like CC breaks built into some skills, and then it goes into a cooldown if you use it. I don't really remember exactly how it worked. It's been too long. But yeah. Looks good.
All right, so this is my assassin. Yeah, it used to be all black and blue, but I took away the dye. But this is him. Okay.
Nice.
So the skills. So this is what I was gonna explain was that so you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 21, 22, 23, 24 different skills, right?
Nice.
But among those 24 skills, you have these what are called artifacts
Mm-hmm.
that are basically different variations of a skill and change the way it works, right? So, for example, go ahead.
That's a lot of variations. Like, does every skill have that kind of,
Yes.
diversity? Reminds me of
Every
WildStar.
class. Yeah, and what's kind of cool is like, so it can completely change the way the skill works as well. Like, for
Nice.
example, this is just your basic melee attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can change it like here to where now when you hit, it does this thing to where it throws it out to a distance. So you don't even have to be next to the person to you. Every time you use it, it has like a distance, like a range attack on it.
Right.
And then you have like skills like this, which kind of has some kind of, this is like your second slashing attack,
Okay.
but it has a little bit of a distance to it, but not that much, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you can have the ultimate version where you have real distance. So some players will start to use that as like extra ways to be mobile.
Right.
And then you have a skill like, say, this skill right here, which is just your kind of like your eviscerate from WoW, or your execution skill.
Right.
The way that this skill works is that you have these things called combat points. I'm going to go ahead and head to a main city, so I can attack a.
Sounds good. So when we're looking at those variations, do you have to, if you want to get the last version, do you have to get all the previous versions?
No. So the way that it works is your first 2 tiers comes for free.
Okay.
As you level, as you do your stuff, you get it for free.
Okay.
After that, the third one gets you can buy the third one via a vendor, or just as you go through some of the quests, there's quests to unlock the third one.
Okay.
And then the fourth one comes from a couple different ways. They are world boss drops, or sorry, like field boss drops. So if you think of BDO, think of like how I guess in BDO would be considered the world bosses like Nuver, Kudum, how they all spawn in certain areas and they have a certain spawn time.
Yeah.
And in this game, it's kind of like that, to where so all of these like little red diamond looking icons are bosses.
Right.
The way that they work is they are spawned every 30 minutes after they're killed. But they're spawned in like this petrified state. And in order to summon it so you can start to attack it, you need to use certain boss scrolls. So I have 40 of these ones because you get them just from grinding in different areas, or in the area where the boss is. And so you have to go to the stone or statue, you activate it, and it'll like allow you to start killing the boss.
Right.
So some guilds will control, like they'll keep an eye on when it dies, and they'll have like a Discord channel full of like, okay, X boss died at this time, so you know to come back 30 minutes later. Right. And you'll have like trains of like bosses that run all day because they have the timer on it. So they'll go do this boss, then go down here, and then go all the way around. And by the time they're done, this boss is going to spawn again, so they go back up to.
Is it personal loot?
So yes, it used to be the top 3 damage parties, which in my opinion was great because you can have up to 15 players that would get loot.
Yeah.
But now it is just 3 random players overall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can imagine 60 people doing these and only 3 people get loot. It's also, though, the person who summons it is guaranteed a special loot just for summoning it.
Okay.
So now it's technically 3 to 4 people per, but still it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why it's like, if you're in a guild, it's good to keep an eye on those timers and like try to get them down.
Yeah.
Because if you know those, you can have, once you're done doing your dailies, your dungeons, whatever, and you just have downtime, you can just join a train and just boss if you don't know what else to do.
Can you go back to your skill menu? I got a question on that. So if I wanted to get just the ultimate skill, I could just go for the ultimate without the other 2? The last version? Okay. So you got those because you wanted to. Could you tell us something about the skill points on top? How do you get those and stuff?
Yeah, sure. So each skill variation costs skill points. That's what this number is here, right?
Right.
And in order to get skill points, when you level up, you get some skill points after every couple levels or so.
Nice.
But it's not really where your main source comes from. They come from these things called runes. They are basically your crystals for the game.
Gotcha.
And your runes give you skill points for regular skills, but they also give you skill points for a whole other system called the rune system.
Right.
And with these, this rune system is what it does is it gives you other variations and like different bonus passives and bonus actives as well. So the red one is more for offensive stuff, right? So like this right here is every time I land a crit, I get bonus damage for 8 seconds, right?
Right.
And then here, this is sorry. So this pretty much the second tier affects the first tier in some way or another. It's
Okay.
either it increases the duration or it increases the effectiveness of the skill. So instead of 8%, it's now 12% bonus damage when I land a crit. Then you have like this here, I summons a lightning that does damage every time I crit, and it's like a half a second cooldown.
Nice.
There was a bug at the start of the game to where if you did the one that like right here is a back attack, you could summon it. If you did that with the second version of this here, which like you can allow for like AoE and stuff or lower the cooldown on it, you could basically proc, and because the lightning damage can crit, it could instantly proc another one. And so like people were like just doing one skill and like instantly 100-0 like dungeon bosses and stuff. It was broken. It only lasted like a few days.
Okay, good thing they fixed it quick.
Yeah, some people were actually lagging out of the game because of it. It was bad. But yeah, and then you have like, so once you get 48 points of a specific color of your runes, you can get what's called like an ultimate version, or people will refer to it as 48 red, 48 orange, 48 yellow, etc.
Okay.
This is only allowed one for like, regardless of if you have 48 red and purple, you're only allowed to have one of these.
Okay, understood.
Active at any time. And some of them are pretty crazy. Like this one here is basically for purple. This is really popular because this acts like a V from BDO, except you just toggle it. It takes away some of your health, but nobody can attack you.
Okay.
And they actually buffed it to now it also ticks. Every time it ticks for health, it also does damage to up to 3 different people in the area. Or actually, I think it might be up to 5 people now.
Yo, that's actually kind of pog.
And this one here on the left, this one is popular in PvE.
Nice.
It's similar to the one on the right, but you don't go invuln, but you do more damage, and it like hits more mobs or something of that nature. It hits more people. So people in PvE will use this because one, it's extra damage while you're killing mobs, but also it helps you aggro mobs, because in this game there is no aggro limit, so you can aggro like 10, 15, 20, 100 mobs. It's just more of like a distance thing. You can't go so far. So using this increases your trash loot by a decent amount.
Nice.
But yeah, so you have like the different ones, right? Orange, it revolves around CC. You either get bonuses for CC, like bonus damage or things of that nature, or you can proc like, maybe the CC lasts longer, things of that nature. This right here is just like, it's an RNG thing to where when you land an attack, you can like have like a random mine that pops up on somebody,
right,
and it'll knock them up and do damage.
Good stuff.
And the 48 orange here is really popular. Like you have one that pretty much procs to where you can it's like a shield around you, and if somebody attacks you while it happens, it's going to stun them and do damage to them. And it lasts for like 2 seconds, and it's a 30-second cooldown. And then you have other ones like AoE, CC, and stuff like that.
But just hearing about all this variations and things, like, it's pretty pog. Like, I like diversity, like, in terms of builds and stuff, because I like testing out different unique builds and, experimenting and stuff. Like, in WoW, that was half the fun. Like, sitting at a target dummy, seeing how I can push my DPS higher and higher. Like, this is pretty awesome. Can you, like, kill some stuff for us?
Yeah, sure. I can go. I don't have what is currently like the meta PvE build right now.
Ah, don't worry.
But
We just
I
want
got
to.
you.
The chat just wants to
Yeah.
see some stuff die. BDO
Yeah, I got
players, you
you.
know.
Yeah. So you can pretty much go aggro as many mobs as you can,
Nice.
right? And once they're all aggroed, this is like a mark, so
Yeah.
it does damage. And this is like an AoE like execution. It does more damage the lower the health is.
Okay.
I got CC'd by something. Cool.
So it's very colorful.
Yeah,
the animations
you can
and stuff.
actually. Yeah, that's kind of something I like about the game.
Yeah.
It's not super dull,
Yeah.
unlike some other games. Like, that can be pretty.
Yeah, I do
know?
prefer it to be like unique artsy versus a lot of particle effects. Like if I turn BDO's effects on, like it'll start blinding me at night.
Yeah, and so it actually a lot of the stuff ends up being kind of based around the type of attacks you're doing.
Yeah.
So like the purple is like a shadow, mostly shadow attacks.
Yeah.
The blue ones, like right here, how this is blue, it's because it's a ice. That one has an ice effect on it to where it has a chance of freezing them.
Right.
Which actually, I just froze that guy.
Yeah, sick.
So like the purple again is a shadowy effect. This is just like, like my shurikens are just physical attacks.
Nice.
Then I have like a poison that I can do like an AoE poison, which is nice.
Good stuff.
I can actually change. I can show you some other builds too once this cooldown is up.
Sure.
But yeah, so it's kind of cool. There's a lot of variations. So we talked about the rune system, right? That can kind of change the way you play. Like if you want to have more defensive stats because you have trouble with survivability, purple is like blue is the way to go. It has like shields. It's all wraps around shields, you know.
Right.
Popular thing with green though, especially with assassin, is that when you first go into combat, you can gain it. You can gain a shield on 21.
Yeah.
It basically gives you your 12 version. So your 12 version, you have a chance of like dropping a shield that people can pick up. So if you guys played like Mystic and Terra, they can drop heals and stuff. It's like this. You can drop heals. You can drop bonus damage things. You can drop a shield, or you can drop some other things, right? So maybe some heals or some other things of that nature.
Yeah, I saw that. The guy picked up the spark thing.
Right. But the 21 version is like when you go into combat, you gain whichever version that you can drop. So with assassin, you enter combat, right?
Yeah.
I get it. And then there's a cooldown. So as you can see where my health is on the bottom, there's like a little gray part for my shield.
Yeah.
There's a cooldown to it. I think it's like, but like at any point I can go into combat. I can go out of combat, and I can re-enter combat to get the shield up again.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of like this cool little system to where like with stealth mechanics, since it deactivates your combat or gets you out of combat, you can kind of like cheese some of the stats. Like there's some that like give you bonus crit, give you bonus damage, bonus healing, things of that nature. But then there's also let me see if I have a different version of. So as you can see here on the right, bottom right, these are the different builds.
Nice.
That you can have, and these aren't pay to win. So like you can just pay real gold, just in-game gold, to unlock more slots. It just it doubles the price every time. So 80 and then 160,000 and 320,000. But that means you can have, up to 8 different types of builds. So if you have a PvE build and you want to swap to a PvP build, you can, and you'll be totally fine. I don't know what this build is. Oh, so this build right here was all about like doing like kind of counters and CCs. Yeah. So the way that this worked was like, so this eviscerate skill or the assassinate skill or execution skill.
Right.
Now instead it TPs behind them and does an attack.
Oh, yeah.
And this right here literally allows me to TP to opponent as well behind them.
Yo, the diversity is just insane. Like you're changing it up here, and then along with the rune builds, right. That's a lot of stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah. So like this build right here is like literally completely different from the build that I had before. This one, I have TPs behind, and this variation right here allows me to, whenever I evade an attack, it resets the cooldown on this, so I can do it again. And this skill alone is, you'll see a lot of assassins either use this as an initiation, or something to that nature, because when you use it for 3 seconds, you get 30% crit chance.
Yeah.
So it increases your crit if you use it as initiation. And this right
Nice.
here is like a dash an opponent and it staggers. And it also has a hit that can stun them as well.
Yeah.
And this is a skill that when you attack, it stuns them. And it also gives you combat points, right? So the combat points that I was talking about, I can just hit this mob. It stuns them and it gives me these combat points that you see right in the middle, like these purple leaves that allow me to use my eviscerate. Or
Nice.
yeah. And then you have like this skill. The skill that's on my right mouse button right here is like a counter skill. When someone attacks me, I counter, I CC them, and I attack from behind them.
Nice.
And,
Yeah.
So like you can completely change the way your build works, right? So instead of this like rain shuriken into like dashing in and trying to do damage and flurries of attacks, now I'm like this build that's just constantly just going in and out of stealth. I have like this right here is supposed to, it's like a defensive cloud that increases your evasion, but now it also allows me to go back into stealth. So I can go in and out of stealth, and just try to like just CC them. Once I get the CC off, just use some certain other attacks to try to do some damage.
Quick question.
And then what's up?
When you're killing the mobs, I forgot to see. How are you looting the mobs? Is there any pets or something involved for that?
Okay, so yes, that's a good question. We have pets. Pets in this game are nice, but they're not as crazy important as say BDO.
Okay.
When you kill a mob, the loot drops. Ooh, my FPS just dropped super heavy over there. I have everything on like super high, like ultra, because it just defaulted to it. But yeah, when you kill mobs, everything like the loot lasts for a good amount of time. Like I could be grinding for 30 minutes, and stuff that I killed like in the beginning are still there at the end of 30 minutes.
Oh wow.
So the way it works is you just when you walk around it near it, it'll pick it up. But then my pet can also pick it up too. Pets in this game have different skills. This pet has auto gathering, and it also lowers the time it takes to gather. So like some of the spots that I would grind will be like around like rocks and stuff.
Yeah.
So my pet can gather while I'm grinding, so I'm passively getting extra money. Right. That's why like you have like this special little bag for gathering or life skill materials. That's why mine is like filled up to the brim with different things.
So it's a one pet out at a time?
I believe you can have up to 2 pets now. I don't know exactly. They added it after I just kind of stopped playing.
Okay.
But there's a way to have 2 pets now.
Nice. Good stuff.
To answer some questions that some of my chat was asking, multiple characters get the lightning bolt on crit. Yes, so the rune system is completely open to every character. So everything that's on this crystal or rune system, every character can have. The cool thing about green, the ultimate version of green, I thought was really funny, is you can summon a giant Tin Man to fight for you. So I almost thought of a build to where like
that's hilarious.
I always thought of a build to where like I would just play super defensive and just summon this giant Tin Man to come fight, and then I would just CC everything while it attacks. Never got around to trying it out though. But yeah, something I was gonna show. Maybe it's this one. So normally you don't actually have to like take skills off your hotbar to quick swap, but there's been a bug in the game, and it feels like they never completely fixed it because it happened to me yesterday. To where if you have stuff on your hotbar and you're switching to a different build, if you have a similar skill on the hotbar in the new build, it won't completely switch everything over. It'll bug out. I don't know why. I'm not sure if it'll ever fix or when it'll fix, but yeah. So I can kind of show you guys the Katarina build that I was talking about earlier. Let's see. What's this? Move this. Now you have this spin to win kind of thing to where, you can aggro mobs. Oh. You pull them and you just spin.
Hey, where did those meteors come from?
Okay, so that actually comes from my my rune system.
So everyone can be a rat class.
The meteors? I mean, so the thing about the rune system,
so
the meteors are RNG.
Yeah.
So this yellow tier is called Destiny. It's got a lot of RNG in it. So like
Yeah.
this right here, every time you kill a player or mob,
Mm-hmm.
you have a 2% chance of some of these giant meteors
Nice.
that do like 700 power damage.
Yeah.
And knocks down. So I like to use it in PvE because like if I get it, that's really cool. And then also in PvP large scale, it's like if you get it, all of a sudden you just see these giant meteors coming down and like could kill some players. And it's fun.
Yeah, someone in chat was asking why there are different classes showing up in the tooltips. I'm assuming that this rune system is common for all the classes, like everyone, but the skills are individual to each class, like the kind of effects you get on your skills.
No. So the rune system, all the effects are exactly the same on every class.
Exactly, that's what I meant. So like in the previous screen where you're showing the individual skills where you can change the type of effect, yeah, that one. This one is individual to each class.
Correct.
But the rune tree is common. Cool.
Right. And then you have for those of you guys who love variety, let me get somewhere safe, and then I can show you even some more variety you can have on your builds.
Oh shit. So what's the use of those gliders?
So gliders, there's multiple different versions. I just have like the basic upgraded version.
Okay.
So when you glide, if you're at a certain distance from the ground, like a height, you can like use this special thing where you glide up.
Yeah.
Or dash up. This just helps you cover more land faster in a way.
That's good.
Like especially if it's like a giant, if you have to jump off from a rock, right?
It's not over the top. Like there's some games like in Ark Kingdom where you're like freaking flying around crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really do like combat with gliders for the most part. You need barrel rolls and stuff, but I can't like it's not arcade where you can use skills while you're on your glider.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other variation that I was going to mention is the Sephiroth system. So this system is a whole other beast in and of itself. I'm going to show you guys the UI like this, and then I'm going to open up Invin. I might have to. I think right now Discord is only sharing just Elyon, so I might have to have it share the entire screen.
Yeah, go ahead. No problem.
But basically, the way that this system works is you start on one of these three areas. These are ultimates that are for different classes.
Okay.
Different classes. Some of these have the same regardless of the class, right? So this I believe is the same regardless of the class. I could be wrong, but if memory serves me correct, this one is the same.
Okay.
This one is like this thing to where you get in this defensive ball type thing, and then it does like damage to mobs or damage to people around you like that. Almost like the 48 purple that's really popular. Right?
Yeah.
And it's called your ultimate. So if you look right here where my T is, that's the ultimate. This you get like the I guess you can say the source for your ultimate by being in combat. So whenever you're in combat, you can gain it. If you stay out of combat for too long, you start to lose it.
Okay.
And then this one right here, this one is the real actual defensive one. So this one is showing you what it's like for the different classes, right? So that was Gunner. This is Mystic right here. This is Warlord. Think Elixir of Thorns, but with a shield. This is, I want to say, Assassin. Yep. And now this is Slayer.
Yep.
So Slayer, you can have like this like kind of clone that attacks with you. Elementalist has that giant ice barrier. Gunner has this giant healing pyramid that if you go in, you can heal up.
Mystic is Janna from League of Legends.
Yeah. It's funny though because a lot of these are actually like basically ultimate versions of some of your regular skills. So like Assassins, it looks like what it is actually so many skill variations. I forget which one is which. Okay, with the hot bars, it's actually your shroud. So let me show you. It's like this shroud that pops and gives you evasion while you're in it.
Right.
But it's like it looks like it's a lot bigger and possibly higher stats to it, right?
Nice.
Oh, sorry, this one here.
Yeah.
And then the one on the right is damage, just straight up damage, right? So you have your that's Elementalist. Then you have what looks to be Gunner.
Gunner, yeah.
This is Mystic.
Rat Class.
A giant sun. And this is Assassin. Or no, that's actually Warlord. Looks very like Assassins. That's Assassins. It's the same thing. What?
Yeah.
And this is Slayers, which that's actually a skill that Slayer has.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's just stronger and better, probably better. A lot of players actually will not end up using it sometimes. Like a lot of times you'll watch like PvP videos where they'll have it, but they won't use it. That could be due to a few things. Like there's some of these. So the way that this works is once you select where you want to start, you're free to move around wherever you want. But you just have to connect. You just have to connect, right? So you have these little tiny dots connecting to these bigger circles. The tiny ones are just like passive stats, like say bonus crit chance, bonus accuracy, bonus critical damage, or over here you have like bonus HP,
right?
Bonus stamina. This one's really cool. You get bonus skill points, which is the other way to get skill points here. So you have like 3 different ways, like 2 main ways to get skill points via your runes and your Sephiroth system.
Yeah.
And then when you get to the big circles, these are like actual like I guess you can say like real like stat like almost like actives, but I guess not, like more like passive actives. Like you can get buffs and stuff based off of certain things. Like this one right here is when you use a skill that does like an armor destruction, so like breaks armor,
right?
Which is like certain skills would do it. It gives you bonus damage.
Okay.
To the target.
So can you get 2 ultimates through here?
No.
Okay.
So you can only start with 1, and then up here you have like another ultimate kind of thing as well. You can only get 1 of these as well.
Okay.
These you need to use these special stones, which I have like right here, which you can get through various dimensional portals, which I guess we'll just talk about next. We kind of talked about this right here. This is new. They added this to this new season to where you can also spend points choosing like certain passives or certain stuff from here as well.
Okay.
So you can choose 1 of these, right? And then you can choose up to 5 different ones of these, I believe.
Nice.
And you can level it up. These have like just different things. So this right here, when you dash, your dash is now also an attack that staggers.
Yeah.
So there was a build with Mystic that you used all your like healing stuff, defensive stalling stuff, and you basically just killed players with dashing.
All right.
Sorry, I had to mention it.
Oh man.
But yeah, so there's just another extra stuff you can spend your Sephiroth points. Now, what I was going to talk about next is how to get Sephiroth EXP. Right. In order to get each of these, you have to level up to get points to spend here. In order to do that, there are these things called dimensional portals. When you go to dimensional portals, it's basically areas where you can kill mobs, and they give you Sephiroth EXP. Now, the thing about them is you're never alone in these dimensional portals. They are technically it's an instance because you have to teleport to it, but it's open in the sense of anybody can be there in any faction. It is you have your faction and the enemy faction. So if you want PvP, there's definitely PvP here. If you don't want PvP, there's certain ones that have like kind of like safer zones, so where it's like closer to your enemy factions respawn and stuff, so you don't really have to worry about closer to your factions respawn, so you don't have to worry about enemy factions coming against you as often. I will admit I've been the type of assassin to stealth and go right in front of the enemy base and then start fighting everyone there. It's a lot of fun. I can't lie.
Can't blame you.
PvP. But the thing about these are they're limited. So your progression for Sephiroth is kind of limited. So if the ones on the left, this is you can only do this 1 hour a day.
Okay.
They're open up 24 hours a day, but you can only do 1 hour a day of this. The one on the right, where this like break is now this is 10 hours maximum a week that you can do. So you're limited on how much Sephiroth or dimensional portals, how much time you can spend in dimensional portals. So you kind of have to be cautious with your time. Right. You know, as much as like I'll be honest, I didn't level my Sephiroth incredibly high because I'd spent all my time in PvPing.
Right.
So you kind of got to be cautious though if you really want to like level your Sephiroth, which can be really important. It was really important in season 1. Then you kind of got to like keep that in mind while you're in the dimensional portals.
Gotcha.
And again, though, like you can do this solo or you can do it with friends. This game, somebody was asking in the chat about how much of a group content versus solo content is. Almost everything you do in this game to either make money or progress, you can do solo or with friends. If you're grinding, actually, I'll be honest, one of the best ways to level up in the beginning is to be grinding with groups of players. You don't want to be in a party unless you guys are because if you're in a party, it's split the EXP, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the case, you want to be killing multiple different packs. So somebody will kill this pack on the right, while somebody will kill the pack on the left.
Right.
If you're not in different parties, if you're killing together, you don't want to be in the same party. You just don't want to be in a party but kill the same pack together. And then that way, as long as both you guys are doing enough damage to the mob, so not just one person is carrying,
right,
then you guys will both get the full EXP of the mob. So it's this thing to where it's really good because the issue is as you can see, right, the grind spots, it looks like a lot, but in reality is very limited on how where you're gonna grind for money and stuff, or for leveling up. The map is split down the middle, where this blue and kind of red divide is, or where this blue divide is.
Right.
My enemy faction is the blue side, so we're on the bottom. My faction is the blue side, we're on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
The enemy faction is the red side, they're on the top. It's completely mirrored, so there's no there are some mobs that are slightly different in one area in our faction versus enemy faction.
Okay.
But for the most part, it's fairly mirrored. So there shouldn't be a huge advantage or disadvantage on which faction you're in when you're grinding. At the same time, just because this barrier is here doesn't mean you can't go there, right? So I'll teleport here and I'll go up here and I'll show you can go to the enemy faction. So it's while if you're further away from that middle area, you have a safer chance of not getting ganked.
Right.
There still is a chance of people being there ganking. So it's it's everything you do in the game pretty much has a chance of PvP in there.
Right.
Except for dungeons. Obviously, dungeons is the only thing that literally you can't PvP. I guess you're in your housing, instance housing.
Yeah.
You can't. But if you have there is open world housing in certain areas, you have to pay a tax, and it's very limited.
Mm-hmm.
But if you technically that's just an open world. So if someone is there, they can definitely still kill you.
Yeah. Nice Doom horse, dude.
Thank you. I actually have, I guess they're probably in my inventory. I have a Doom horse. I have a car, which is my favorite. But everybody hated it. When I was grinding on the car, they hated it.
Typical Korean game. That no, it's typical of Terra. Even in Terra, you'd have this little car thing and stuff. It was yeah.
Okay.
Can we go over the gear
What's
upgrade
up?
system and stuff? The gearing system?
Yeah, definitely. Let me just change something really quick. So I need to be very cautious where I'm at.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There used to be a lot of PvP here, so let's just go ahead and so much has changed. I don't even know if what I do, what my build is even worthwhile.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I can't even. I guess I do this. Let's see. There we go. That's fine. All right. So gear progression. I guess let me go back to the safe place just to be safe. I was really hoping the boss would be here so I can show you guys what it looks like. But basically, you would have this giant thing here that's petrified in stone, and you interact with this with the scroll to summon it.
Gotcha.
You can always tell if the boss is gonna spawn soon because you'll start to see people just waiting in the area AFK. But you also got to be careful because enemy faction likes to grief the bosses and kill players while they're there. All right.
So if enemy faction summons it, can't you go take it or?
Yep. That's why everyone will so at the beginning you had enemy factions constantly attacking you guys while you guys are killing the boss. and attacking the boss. And I'll be honest, I did that to the enemy faction a lot too. It's fun.
So can you still do that?
Yeah, you technically
Okay.
can.
Okay.
It's just that right now, like, it's not like a lot of this, like the main stuff that you got from them were tier 4 skills, but there's different ways to get them now. One of the ways is doing various different like dailies and dungeon different dimensional rifts and things of that nature and different quests. You can get these items here, which pretty much you turn in for various tier 4 skills.
Okay.
So all these are all tier 4 skills, and like you just need X amount of all these different things to turn them in, to receive it. So it's a little bit easier in a way. And then also the tier 4 skills are a lot cheaper now than they were back then. Okay, gear progression.
Let's
Can
hear
you
it.
PvP players in your faction? Yes, you can. There is an evil wreath that spawns a few different areas in every different conflict zone. So the conflict zones are the ones that are right on the border. And you can collect it, or you can pick it up, and it lasts for 15 minutes and basically makes you evil, so everybody is red to you. And that's how you can PvP your friends, your guildmates, your own faction, anybody you want. Okay, really quick, actually. I am going to do a beta key giveaway really quick.
Go for it.
So let me get this going. I kept everyone kept asking. I kept promising I'd do it real soon. And I just completed it. Do it. Here we go.
Fire this
What's
up.
Okay.
Oh no, go ahead.
All right. People in my chat, if you guys want to do the giveaway, you guys can type in Elyon.
I'll do one after you're done.
Perfect. All right, guys. I'm gonna do a giveaway, and right after, Pansy's gonna do a giveaway. So if you guys want,
how many keys are you doing?
I'm gonna give away. Screw it. Let's give away 5.
Sounds good.
Let's do it. So make sure you're in Pansy's chat too.
Hold on. Don't start yet. I'm gonna link yours as well. Are you streaming under? There you are. Yep. Yeah, you were in the Elyon thing. Yeah. All right. I'm
gonna give everyone a little bit of time.
All right, so guys, Blue's gonna do a giveaway for 5 keys. Then I'm gonna do one after. So, not in my chat. What are you guys doing? Go to Blue's chat and type it in.
Wait, how come RIP phone users? Can phone users not participate?
Guys.
Ascent Infinite Realm. No, you gotta type Elyon. No. It's not 2 streams. I'm gonna do mine, and then afterwards, Pansy's gonna give away some. All right. I think there was enough time, right?
My guys just put that in this chat instead. I'm like,
I'll give them some time to type it in.
I didn't start mine yet, guys. Hang on.
All right, here we go. Follow Kamsahamnida. Thank you guys for the follows. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. So do you know Hex, the BDO content creator?
No.
All right. So she's this super nice.
Hexella.
Yes.
Yes.
She's a super sweet, super nice streamer, right?
Yeah.
But it's funny. So like so some of our friends have flipped some out of context stuff of her saying like, "I'm gonna super Saiyan your balls off and shove them up your ass," and things of that nature. And so I got her permission to use those as my alerts. So right now it's just spamming going off of people following. It's just her saying, "I'm super Saiyan your balls."
Oh man, that's
all
funny.
right. Let's roll it. Here's the first one. Hermit. Are you here, Hermit? Because if you're here, you won. OMG, thank you. All right, whisper me on Twitch and send me a whisper on Twitch, and I will send you a key. All right. So we got to roll 4 more. Let's go. Oh, wow. Are you here? Hi. Whisper me on Twitch and I will send you a key. All right. Here's the third one. Elyon. If you're here, Elyon, whisper me on Twitch. We have to figure out how whispers work. I mean, you just type /W, right?
Yeah, I
Wait.
believe so.
Uh-oh. I guess we should set like a 30-second timer. If they don't respond, if they don't reply, we just re-roll it. I think I'm gonna have to re-roll this one. They haven't typed. All right, I'm re-rolling. Barabi, you have 30 seconds. All right, they're there. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, one more. 2 pecks. Whisper me on Twitch, guys. Just type /W space BDOBloo. Oh, I think we have another person who might be AFK. Uh-oh. How do you go AFK? You were just here.
After you entered.
All right. All right. I guess we gotta go again. Owskis. Congratulations, Owskis. You have won. If you're here, type in chat. It's always that awkward like times where you're like, oh no, I don't know if they're actually here. Oh, they're there. Perfect.
I'd be buzzing
What's
if
up?
I won.
I know, right? All right. Yeah, I'll get the whispers. I'll get to the whispers and send you guys the thing right now. Don't worry. All right. Now Pansy's turn.
Alrighty. I'll give people some time to get in here.
Wait. That's not his stream. I put Pansy, not I'm Pansy.
Oh man. That's a different Pansy.
There.
Oh man, give me a second here. All right, guys, I'll let everyone get in here. And
Guys, make sure you give a follow to him too. Let me get to these. Okay.
all right, we got the 5 keys ready to go. Alrighty, guys. So we're gonna use the same code, but wait before you type it in. I didn't start the giveaway thing yet. All right, code is gonna be Elyon. As you guys are typing it, let me just give me a sec. I'm gonna put it on screen right now. Alrighty, one second. All right, so start entering. Codename Elyon. Put it in chat. We'll give it about 30 seconds. And don't AFK on me. Wall of text. So mine's going to be a bit different. This tool I use, it's going to pick those 5 instantly. So it's not going to go one by one. Everyone on YouTube, you got to come on to Twitch. I totally forgot to tell them. My bad. YouTube, join me on Twitch. Oh, my apologies. Yeah, we'll give them another minute. That was my fault. Yeah, sorry, guys. Sorry. All right, 94 people in. 96. We'll give it another 30 seconds to a minute for the YouTubers to come in. Everyone on YouTube, hop over to Twitch. Yeah, I restream, so I gotta manage 2 chats here. Don't worry, guys. Like, they gave us a lot of keys to give away, like all the way up till right before the beta drops. We'll be giving away keys. I don't know how you're doing it, Blue, but I think I'm gonna be like, spreading it across my next 3 streams.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing it pretty much. So I'm gonna be making like 3 different YouTube videos tomorrow, and they're gonna be dropping like sporadically throughout the week.
Dude.
And each video is gonna have like a random pop-up of like a few of the keys. They're gonna give away through like Discord, through Twitch, and Twitter.
Nice. Dude, I'm hyped for your videos. Like, we need like some good informational stuff on Elyon.
Dude, I'm hyped. Like, okay, I'll be honest. I made a video and it was like an hour and a half long. And I was like, I can't play this. I can't. I can't be the type of person to make an hour long video.
But still.
So then, like, I scrapped it.
But still, good stuff. Everybody, check out Blue and Twitch as well as on YouTube.
Yeah, my YouTube and Twitch are both the same. BDOBloo.
BDOBloo. Yep. I'll be sure to drop in your credentials. Let me just hit this giveaway. You guys ready? All 5 of the names are gonna come up right now. Here we go. Sweet. Ozvipa, Backpack, Homicide, Control, Alt, Elite, Improved Eye. Congratulations, guys. You guys won. Be sure to go ahead and whisper me on Twitch, and I will get you guys your keys. Congratulations. We'll do another giveaway at the end of the stream, 5 more keys, and then throughout this entire next week, I'll be continuously giving away keys. We got a lot to give away, so don't worry. All right, Homicide, I'll get you, dude. And let me get your Twitch here. Be sure to check out BDOBloo. Drop him a follow. Check out his YouTube as well. Like he said, he's going to be dropping some good Elyon content soon, which is going to be really helpful for all of us. All right, let me get to all of you guys here. So first one, Homicide. I got you here. Okay, who else? Ozvipa. So Blue, you can get going with Elyon again while I do this.
Yeah, no worries. I'm actually just making a build right now that I've wanted to make, and I just haven't gone around to do it quick while we got these stuff going on. But yeah, guys, I'm actually kind of curious to know, like, what are your guys' like? I guess Pansy can answer this too. Is like, what is your like the most hyped thing you are about Elyon so far? Like, is there anything in particular that you're just excited for, or are you guys just like excited to finally have a new game?
The structured content. I always liked dungeons. I always liked arenas. So I think that's going to be a big thing for me.
Yeah, I can see that. I'll be honest. I think like the biggest thing for me has just been the fact that like the biggest thing about like why I was so excited for Elyon at the beginning, which is something different, but just all the PvP that it had.
Yeah, man.
1v3 with an elementalist. Yeah. I mean, the thing about this game is like, if you are more knowledgeable than the players you're fighting in regards to the PvP mechanics and the matchups, you can definitely outplay players. Now, to an extent, obviously gear can kind of come into it, but the thing about this game, the gearing is not so straightforward of just like I swipe, I have max gear, and that's it. This kind of brings me back to the progression question that you had asked previously. Wait, did I use all my skill points? No, I didn't. Huh. I'm missing something. But yeah, so like the thing about progression is that with this game, you're not like it's not direct progression of like get this item, then get this item, upgrade this item, and that's it. There's a lot more to it, and there's a lot of RNG. So I'm gonna try to like go through progression somewhat slow, and if I like miss you guys, or if there's anything I kind of skip over, or if I say too fast or something, just let me know and I'll go back to it. Okay. But yeah. Alrighty. So the first thing I'm actually gonna, I think this is the easiest way for me to do it is I'm going to screenshot. I'm sharing my screen now, so you should be able to see the snipping tool.
Yep.
I'm going to screenshot a piece of a gear, and then I can kind of like go over it that way. That way I can like draw on it. So I can show that way. All right. All right, so gear in this game. So as you can see to the left of this picture, right? These pants are blue. That is because there's different gear tiers in terms of color. In terms of like rating of the item, right? You can have an item that's blue. There's gray, green, and then blue, purple. Can I make a purple pin? I can. Okay.
Fuchsia.
So that's it. Oh, I meant erase. Okay. So there's gray, right? So customize gray. I never thought to do this. So we'll do one is gray. Green is the second tier. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I never thought to do this. Blue is your third tier. And then
it's all good.
purple is your fourth tier. There we go. I did fuchsia, didn't I? My Game Boy Advance was fuchsia. I never knew, like when I was younger, I thought that said fuchsia. So I just got it because I was like, dude, there's a color called fuchsia. Yeah, I want to get that. Oh my god. And then you have yellow tiers. And then you have that's your fifth tier, and then the highest tier is orange. There's no orange. What?
Red it is, or maroon, I guess.
Red and yellow. Maroon 5. Ah, damn, I said it was 6. I'll just type orange.
All right.
There we go. All right. Well, this is so scuffed. I love it. All right. So you have all these different tiers, right? And the way that this works is that you start off with one tier. Once you reach a certain enhanced level, so like I think it's like 4 or something like that early on to get to blue. And then from blue to purple, it's like you got to upgrade your gear to +7.
Right.
Then you can upgrade it to the next tier, which would be yellow. To purple. And then from purple to yellow, you needed to have a +10. So if you look at this +10 piece, right down here, this right here means it's saying that it's ready to be upgraded. You can upgrade this piece because it's +10. But it was that straightforward. With gear, you have these little diamond looking things right here. These are upgrade attempts. I can actually look at a vendor to show you. When you buy an item, oh dude, this is so good, but I want to save this. Anyways, I'll just hover over this. When you buy an item, if you look where the diamonds are, these little diamonds, it says 3 to 6. That's because you can have 3 to 6 upgrade attempts on them. It rolls every time you pick up the item. Every time the item goes to your inventory, it gets rolled 3 to 6 upgrade attempts.
RNG,
right?
woo.
Now, it starts on the left when you upgrade, and then it goes to the right. The further it is to the right, or the closer it is to the right, the harder the enhanced level is. With that being said, the enhanced levels aren't that low like BDO. Like the lowest it is like 20% chance to succeed. But don't be fooled. There are people that have whaled out lots and lots of money and failed lots and lots of times. So while it's 20%, there's still a lot of people that fail crazy amounts. Like me. Okay, I want to show you. Let me see. There's a piece here. Okay, the gray. So if you look on this piece here, the first slot is grayed out. That means I failed it.
Gotcha.
So you can use +1, +2, or +3 upgrade stones. I only used +2 upgrade stones at the time because +3 was hard to get. +2 and +3 have a lower chance to succeed to an extent. +3 is definitely lower. +2 is like, so if something is 20 to 40% with a +2, +3, it would just be the 20% chance to succeed.
Right.
When you fail gear, it can downgrade by 1 if you use a +2 or +3. If you use a +1, it won't downgrade, but obviously if you fail, you fail. Regardless of fail or succeed, it uses up the upgrades at slot. So when you're going for like the best, like when you consider best in slot If you really want to min-max, you're going to want to get a specific item at plus. You're going to want to get it with 6 upgrade attempts, and you want to succeed +3 6 times in a row. These yellow kind of outlines on them.
Right.
Ready for more RNG? Those
go.
are critical upgrades, or what I call critical upgrades. Basically, they are higher chance to succeed. So if it's like 20 to 40%, it'll just only be 40%. So typically you want to try to get items such as this for these gloves to where the further right ones are all yellow. It's a lot more RNG, but it's really good because that means like those harder upgrade attempts are going to be easier to get. So those are the kind of like the yellow ones are kind of where you want to spend the +3s if you're not going to go full +3. And yes, there are items to prevent a downgrade on failing for regular gear. They're these little clocks. They kind of act as cronstones in a way.
Okay.
You can also use them to upgrade runes, which we'll talk in a little bit. For the most part, gear doesn't break. Okay. But gear can break if you are using what's called breakthrough items or accessories. But accessories, you're not really enhancing crazy amounts. Like, especially in the first bit, you're probably going to get up to +4 accessories. And that's about it for now until like later on. But there's certain items called breakthrough, and those can break. If you fail, they will break. They won't downgrade. They'll just break, regardless of what upgrade zone you use. You can't stop it from breaking, so you can't use these clocks.
Okay.
Now, if you look right here where like my inventory is, right kind of near where my glider is to the left, this little red cup, broken cup, that's the icon for breakthrough items. You're only allowed to have a certain amount of breakthrough items equipped at any given time based on your level. So once you reach level 35, you can have 1 breakthrough item. Level 40, it gets 2. Once you're 45 and above, you're allowed 3 breakthrough items.
Okay.
So you're not like, thankfully, not every piece of your gear is going to be a breakthrough item that can break.
That's good.
Some players just straight up didn't even bother with any breakthrough items at the beginning. Some players I know just went full +8, everything regular, because they didn't want to bother with like having to constantly upgrade breakthrough items, and that's okay. There's different types of gear, which I'll go through. And what makes breakthrough items so special that's worth breaking is that their base stats are higher than that of a regular item. But then they also have certain ones have special effects on them, such as these pants. Once my health drops below a certain amount, drops to 30%, I will get a shield that lasts for 10 seconds.
Okay.
There's a chest piece that has a similar effect, but instead of a shield, it's invulnerability.
Okay.
So a lot of PvPers will almost always have the chest piece and or pants along with most likely an offhand, because the offhands, regardless of whatever the item effect is, every breakthrough offhand always gives you an extra slot on your hotbar.
Okay.
So if you notice, when I take this off, I no longer, I lose skill points, but this mouse button 1 or TB1 is locked. I can't use it anymore.
They actually limit hotbars? Yo.
Yeah, so that's what's so special about having breakthrough. Like, it kind of makes you consider which breakthrough item you want, including a breakthrough offhand, because if you want an extra hotbar key. And then on top of that, like, for example, my T is my ultimate, so it's not really your regular skills. And my Z and X, the Z is a special skill that only the top 20 honor for that week. The honor is like your PvP score, basically, like when you kill players and stuff, you get honor.
Right.
There's PvP dailies and stuff like that. The top 20 of that every week get rewarded a commander skill they can use. It's almost like an ion commander skill, like a transform. Yep. It's not as OP anymore, apparently, but it's still there. So people that are constantly doing PvP content are going to be the ones that are going to be top 20 honor.
So
what's up?
With regards to the skills, like, you know, in BDO, they come with like default keybinds, and then we can put them on the hotbar as well. How does that work here? So
in this game, it's just straight hotbar.
Okay.
There's no like keybinds. You have your left mouse button, right mouse button. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have this switch to QE4 and mouse button 1. Because typically this skill here is like your evasive skill for assassin.
Yeah.
Right. So if you look at it, it's like it's got like that skill. And so like during this entire animation, you can see on the top like that little yellow icon that means evasive. It's almost like an iframe to an extent, but not really. It's just increased your evasion. But yeah, you can kind of change what keys these are, but at the end of the day, it's hotbar.
Right.
So that also takes me back. I get sidetracked a lot, but to get sidetracked from the progression part really quick, that goes back to your skills. You're limited on skills that you can put on the hotbar. So of the 24, you can put up 9 or 10 skills. But then also the variation. So it adds more variety of what kind of build you want to. You like actually have to think about, okay, what kind of build do I want, and how do I want to build it?
Right.
Because you can't just have every skill, and at the same time you can't, like, obviously there's certain skills that you definitely want, and then certain skills that you can probably be okay with not having.
Yeah.
So it's pretty nice. It's pretty cool. It's kind of got like this, kind of definitely makes you think about what stuff you want to wear, what type of gear you want to wear, what type of runes you want, and what type of skills and skill variations that you want to put on, things of that nature. And then to continue with progression, really quick though, is there any questions in both our chats that I don't want to like just pass up if anyone has anything? How to register for the key giveaway? Just throughout the streams, on my stream and Pansy stream, we'll be doing some giveaways.
Yeah, I think my chat just got nuked in terms of all the.
Yeah, I was thinking about. I was like, I probably just said a whole lot, like all at once. I just want to give everyone. Are the skills level locked? Some skills, yes. So you unlock all your skills once you reach level 40. Well, all the base versions, and the 2 tiers. Tier 3, you can buy or do the different missions to get them. And then the tier 4 skills, you have to either buy off the marketplace, unlock them through various different daily type activities and grinding, or get lucky with a world boss drop.
Someone in chat was asking, what did you mean by the +1, +2, +3?
Okay, so I can actually show when you want to upgrade a piece of gear, right? I think I have to take the runes out before I can upgrade this. I'm going to put it in there so I can show you guys. But also, the cool thing about this game, unlike BDO, if you take crystals out of your gear, you can always put it back in. You don't need like a special tool to take them out. Just kind of take them out.
You don't have to pay $2?
Nope. So right here, when you upgrade, right, you can use a +1 stone, a +2 stone, or a +3 upgrade stone.
Right.
If you look right here, it actually tells you nobody had to do init data matting, none of that. It just straight up gave you the upgrade attempts.
Blue didn't have to get banned for that.
Right? Like, it's like, I mean, I'm sure there's probably some kind of hidden stat somewhere, but I mean, we're not doing that. We are reformed, okay? So if you look at the upgrade chance, it's 30.66%. This second one is 30.66%. I feel like they've upped the chances. I'm 99% sure, like in January, this was 20%.
Okay.
And this right here is 15.33. So if you look, like the tier 3 is where it's like it lowers the chance.
Yeah.
Significantly. Oh man, you guys are making me want to do this right now. Oh my god. Okay. But yeah, so that's kind of how that works. And if you look, it tells you the stats. It's like minimum and maximum weapon attack. And I believe that is just my main stat right there. Let me just read just to make sure. So yeah, okay. So this right here is your item level.
Right.
The second is your minimum and the maximum weapon attack.
Okay.
So it's kind of like BDO in a way, to where all your stuff has a minimum and maximum. So when you do an attack, it rolls a dice in between there. And there's different ways to increase that, right? Like there is a oh my god, I'll talk about this in a little bit, but basically there's a system called Luminous system, which is think of like fairy but combat buffs, right?
Okay.
That's in the game that can increase like it can increase so many different stats, right? So I'm 770 out of 912. 770 to 912. I turn this on, I'm 770 to 1021. So it increases my maximum weapon.
Nice.
All your gear, like all your gear, will give you stats for will give you stats for your main stat. So agility for assassin, intelligence for elementalist, and things like that.
Yeah.
And that affects your weapon damage as well. I take this off. Oh, sorry, it doesn't affect your weapon damage, but it does affect your damage in general when you do damage. So you want to consider that as well when you're just doing stuff or when you're just upgrading gear. If you look, my crit goes down due to an extra. Okay, we got to talk about so much. Okay, so
dude, I don't think we're like even halfway done with everything.
no,
Oh,
we're
man.
not. So let's bring back this. I'll release that. So I think the upgrading part everyone knows now, right?
Yeah.
So there's RNG chance 3 to 6 of what you roll. If you fail, don't fret. Like if you get like +4 or something, you need to upgrade it again. There are ways to get scrolls. There we go. So there are ways to get. Let me turn this. So you can get there's like special scrolls that'll reset your weapon. So there's blue, purple, and yellow tier versions, right? When the weapon gets reset, what gets reset on it is the base. It goes back to base.
Okay.
And then the upgrade attempts get reset. But it also re-rolls from 3 to 6, right?
Right.
So let's say I want I want a specific weapon, but when I get it like this right here, it has 4 slots, so I can potentially get +8, but oh look, that critical slot is on the left side. And that means it's like on a slide that's like already easy to get, and I'm probably gonna fail. I don't want to waste my stones on this. You can continue re-rolling it to get stuff on the other side, to try to get like better upgraded slots or more upgraded attempts on it and things of that nature. The other thing about this, the other thing that gets rolled when you get your gear or when you like get it as a drop or whatever, is right here. These are item effects.
Okay.
I'm gonna open up Invin for this one because, oh buddy, it's a doozy. All right, Elyon.Invin.
Some people call this RNG. I call it depth.
I mean, you know.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Nuker. It used to be 20 to 40%, but now they're a lot more exact. I accidentally opened up Windows Sony Vegas. Now they're exact on like what the percent chance is, which is really cool. So if you look at an item, I'm just gonna select a random item. Actually, this works perfectly. Okay. So I'll switch it to English. So you can get on purple tier, you only get 2 random item effects. At yellow tier, you get 3 item effects. Okay. Now on these item effects, there's all these different types, right? That you can get. But then on top of that, there is a tier, a 1 to 10 level or tier that it can be. So if you really want to min max, like you might get like only 8 evasion here, or you can get 80 evasion. Like it can get like pretty crazy when it comes to min maxing. So like I think this is probably a min maxer's nightmare, all the different types of things, or maybe it's his dream, right? Like constantly going for the same item over and over and over to try to get it. But like ultimately, most players, once they get the item effect that they want, regardless of the tier, they'll be okay for the most part.
Right.
Some players are constantly going, but like especially in the beginning of the game, you're kind of just like, okay, I got my weapon, I'm min max, and I got my physical attack or something. I'm okay. That's all I want for now. And then once you get everything and you're all set, then you're like, okay, now I can go back and like try to min max more.
Where do these how's the difference in like getting these gears? Like you said, the orange is the best, second best is like the yellow. Right. Where are you getting these weapons and gear from? Okay,
so there's different gear drops and it gets from different areas. So like when you're grinding, you can get different base gear, like basic stuff. You can get green, blue, and purple gear, which that's cool. But they don't have. They just have item effects, and that's about it. That's all
Okay.
that's to them. There's like PVE. You can get a dungeon, there's like dungeon sets of gear that you can get that gives you each different types of dungeon gear has like different set effects along with item effects. So these are popular, especially earlier on. And in PVE, you'll see a lot of players use like the special dungeon set for like crit or like resource manage. Like elementalist will take the one that helps with resources, like your mana and stuff like that. So you can get them through dungeons, and in this game now they added this new thing to where like you don't just have to worry about trying to get as a dungeon drop. You can, when you do dungeons, you can receive this item. I actually have one in my inventory.
Tokens?
And yeah, they're like PVE tokens. And it doesn't look, it's not an event, so it's just here to stay.
Cool.
And you can pretty much, once you get all your tokens, you can convert it into various pieces of gear.
Nice.
Right. This is just a breakthrough RNG box, so it can be any breakthrough item, or you can get a blue breakthrough item, and then you pretty much have to like play the RNG game of upgrading it, and hopefully it doesn't break. Then you can, if you get it to the right upgrade level, then you can turn it into purple, and then try to upgrade it. Yeah.
Oh man.
And then you have your regular dungeon sets, right? So it's a really nice way. And then for me, like I didn't bother with dungeon gear. I went straight to PvP gear. The 2-piece and 4-piece set effect is 10% bonus PvP damage, 10% bonus PvP damage reduction. Obviously I take a big hit at PvE doing this, but I mean my class was never really good at the time for PvE anyways. It's better now, but it wasn't good at the time anyways. So I really like.
Is there a DPS meter?
The DPS meter only works in dungeons, but you can see your damage, like you have damage numbers, but like the DPS meter itself is only in dungeons.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so there's PvP currency you can get. They're called, it can get kind of confusing. So you have honor, the gray one. That's like when you kill players and do dailies, you get honor.
Okay.
Then there's honor seals, which is the PvP currency. And your honor every week, like there's rankings. I'll show you all the rankings for everything, but every week there's like a tax, so you'll lose a percentage of your honor every week. So if you're not sticking up with it, you're gonna lose a lot. Like I literally haven't played for 2 months, right?
Yeah.
Just about. I literally just logged in last week and I got some of my stuff. So I have 6,000 honor now for not playing for 2 weeks, just because I kept losing a percentage every week. But yeah, so use your PvP currency to buy the gear. And this purple gear, ooh, they had an accessory. Sorry, sidetracked. The purple gear, pretty much you can only buy if you reach a certain rank.
Yeah.
On in terms of your honor score and things of that nature. So it's kind of like an incentive for PvPers to pretty much reach a certain rank, and it's like that way you don't have to buy blue and upgrade to get purple. You can just straight buy a purple and hopefully you get the right stuff on it.
Right.
You're limited, so this 1 out of 1 is basically a weekly limit. So like you can get up to 5 of each blue piece of gear every week, and you can get 1 of each purple, and it looks like 1 of each accessory as well.
Nice. Damn. There is a lot of depth. I'm gonna scare people away at this rate.
Oh, that's not even it. The rest. There's still more.
Hey, maybe that can be a surprise for them.
Yeah. Wait, before I like continue or say anything else, like, is there any question? I want to like try to stop continually and like see if there's any questions. Do you get honor seals by just winning in arenas? Okay, I can actually go through that really quick. Arenas. 1v1s, there's no rewards.
Lame.
2v2s. You don't get rewards for 1v1s except for a ranking. Every week, there's a rank for everything.
Okay.
And the top rankers will get rewards for being top rank of anything every week. So that's kind of like your reward, I guess, is if you spam it. 2v2, 3v3, and this new special PV. I think it's a 3-man PvEVP arena. I don't even think it's new. Like, I think I recognize this arena. Maybe they changed something on it. I don't know. But you can get these every time you win. You get this purple ninja star looking thing, which I think I might have some. I have some in my in my house storage. I'm just gonna go there so I can show you, but I can keep talking about the rest up really quick while we're in the screen. You get those rewards and you can exchange them for various items, such as gold, honor, or the PvP currency called honor seals. So there is rewards for arenas. Oh, okay. You know what? The 3v3, the thing I just showed is not PvPvE. It is. This is the. Do you know how how BDO has that free like? It's not. Yeah, I think it's called like free arena kind of thing, to where it's like, you have team A and team B, but it's a 1v1 knockout kind of thing, to where you kill the person, then the next person from that team comes. But that
it's a
first
gauntlet.
person from the other team, yeah.
Hey.
It's I've actually seen it. It's kind of cool.
Nice.
So you can get those rewards, and you also just get gold for winning, right? 3,000 for 2v2, 5,000 for 3v3, 2,000 for a loss in this gauntlet, and 5,000 for a win. Oh, I didn't mean to queue. Okay. So there's also this, I call it, I don't know what else to call it. It's basically a battle pass, arena battle pass.
Yeah.
And the way that this works is you have battle pass medals or points that you can get when you win arenas. Now, you're limited. So right now I can obtain up to 200 battle pass points, right? And it automatically completes. I can start on a different one whenever I want.
Okay.
And it automatically starts on the next one. Every now and then they'll have an event for a special version, which is like sometimes better stuff. And that's how this works. And pretty much if you run, you can easily run out of the battle pass points. Like you can easily like spend 10, 15 minutes getting it. And then you like are like, or you're like, oh, I'm out. I can't get anymore. Every 4 hours, it gives you like, I think like 40. I think hopefully they buffed it since then, but it was like 40 or so you would get every 4 hours. So like, it kind of lets you like do some extra, like when you're done, it's like, okay, you're done. Maybe go do something else and come back to this, right? Some people just keep playing so they can get on the ranking. I think one night I just like, I nonstop played like the night before reset, because I was like, I think I was like top 30 on the ranking, and I wanted to get top 10. So then I just nonstop played and I just kept winning, and then I queued with a friend, a teammate or a guildmate of mine, and we got top. I think we ended up getting top. I want to say top 5. I want to say top 5. It was real nice. But now the issue with the arenas and stuff is win trading is a big thing now.
Oh man, yeah.
And the devs haven't really done much about it yet that I know of. Can you still run arenas for regular rewards? To my knowledge, yes, I believe so. So like the regular rewards is like this little shuriken thing that I have in my storage, I think. Oh no, I think I used it. I was going to show you the rewards for it, but I may have actually used it.
That's fine.
All right. Well, yeah. To my knowledge, I think you can still keep stacking those, so you can still get rewards even if you run out. But yeah, so the ranking though is kind of cool. So every week there's like every week on reset. So when patch hits, it's reset, and you get a ranking. Wow. Okay, so my honor score, I haven't played in 2 months, and I've lost honor, but I'm still ranked 1333 for my server, for my faction. It's kind of cool.
Nice.
So this doesn't like. So you don't reset your honor; it doesn't go back to 0. But like I said, like you lose a percentage of your honor.
Right.
So for these top 20, I will tell you right now, what they are constantly doing is, they are doing all their PvP dailies. They're doing their arenas on nonstop, and then they're also doing open world kills for your honor, and that can get really tedious to track because pretty much. So you can have, so let's say 500 honor, I believe it was at one point. I think I'm sure it's different now. But we'll just go with the number 500 honors, how much honor you can gain from open world PvP a day. But it's not just like at reset, you reset it back to you can gain for another 500. It's the 5 honor you get when you kill somebody. I'm just throwing that number out there. That specific 5 honor doesn't unlock to be able to regain again until 24 hours from that exact moment that you got that kill.
That's toxic.
So like you gotta keep track, or you gotta just be like, okay, this hour is when I'm just gonna go farm everybody I see to get this honor up.
Or just never stop killing.
Yeah. I mean, that was at one point that was kind of my thing. I was just like, why aren't I getting any honor anymore? I don't understand that, because I didn't know at the time that there was like a limit.
Yeah.
I was killing people. So I was like, I could have sworn just an hour ago I got honor. I was just killing everyone I see. It was, I mean, it's kind of why my progression got limited, because I just sat and I would go grind, and then because I grinded in conflict zone, and so every 5 minutes I just see a red nose attack. It was bad.
Oh yeah, man, dude. Like, this is pretty dope. Like, I like having those kind of instances and have variety. Like, when you're only doing like world PvP, it's not just like, hey, you see someone across the field, you lock eyes and walk slowly to each other and start fighting. No, it's you know, jumping each other while we're grinding and stuff. So as fun as it is, like, to participate in it, sometimes you just want to, you know, grind. Sometimes you just want to purely PvP, like, you know, how do I say it? Focused PvP. It's like that guy isn't just killing a mob and I'm jumping him. No, that guy's here to fight. I'm here to fight. Let's throw down. So having that variety is definitely dope. When I played WoW, RBGs and arenas were huge for me. That's all I used to do. But
yeah, I love arenas.
Yo, guys, I don't think we have time for life skilling.
Oh, that's really quick. Life skilling is
it? All right, let's go. Let's go.
All right, so basically you gather, right? Literally, I'll show you how you gather. If, let's say this is a thing in the open world. You click on it, you press F, and you gather. Okay. There is an open world. It's like, if you guys play Gears of War, there's like a slight little like blue line to where if you stop it at that blue line, it'll let you gather faster. And I'm not sure if you get extra match for it. Okay. My pet just auto gathers for me most of the time, so it's like real nice. It does take energy at the bottom left. You can regain energy every, I think, like 10 minutes or so.
How do you get more energy? Like the max upper level?
To my knowledge, this is just the max.
Oh, is it just like a base amount everyone has?
Yeah, they had mentioned that they might consider like finding ways to upgrade it. But to my knowledge, they never added it. It's possible that they did, and I just haven't looked into it yet. But yeah, to my knowledge, there isn't a max.
Okay. What are the different kind of life skills we got?
Right. So you have your gathering, right? You have trees. You have mine. So you have like a gathering from trees, chopping trees. You have mining, and then you also have the gathering from like bushes and plants, right? And then among that life skilling, once you get those mats, you go here and you have your crafting. You have your alchemy table where you craft elixirs, and these are like house buffs, I guess you can call them, from BDO. So like they're just temporary buffs. You have like a shrine little thing that you can put them in, and you can interact with it to get the buff.
Yeah.
Then you have your blacksmithing, I guess you can say. This helps you with your armor crafting. You can craft any type of gear, any type of armor. It's not locked to your class. There's a section here that unlocks, so you can see the armor for every class.
Okay.
And this also allows you to craft gliders. So there's like different types of gliders, not just our glider, like not just the basic glider, but they have ones that might have better glide speed or better like verticality, so you can jump up higher with them and stuff like that, or just better speeds in general to be faster. And then also these bags are for your life skill material. You can put them in here, and that way it doesn't clunker up your inventory.
Right.
And then here you have weaponsmithing. So you craft weapons here, as well as fishing poles, and break your weapons. So, okay. So the thing is, to get the highest tier version of like crafting, like showing you craft the best versions of stuff, you have to be in expertise in one of the crafting areas for that. but you're only allowed 1 expertise per account. So you kind of gotta choose, and it takes a while. Like it takes a lot of money to invest into it.
Right.
The way crafting works in this game, though, it kind of goes hand in hand with kind of trading in a way, because in order to here's more RNG. In order to craft, in order to get the materials you need to make said items or weapons and stuff, or the main like things that you would craft, you have to craft trade items for the most part, and you have a % chance to get the crafting mats to make the regular items.
Yeah.
So you end up crafting like thousands of trade items before, like, you know, when you're crafting, which then you can, they added this new thing here to where when you have crafted items and trade items, you can just give it to him and he just gives you money for them straight up. Right. So it's kind of nice extra money. I haven't bothered looking on the market to see if it's actually worth doing this over the marketplace. But the thing is also, every time, like, I think this might be a daily thing. But pretty much you can get rewards for doing like X amount of these little exchanges or transactions with him. Then you have your actual trading board here. Trading in this game is automated. It's not like BDO or Arcade where you actually go along and take it yourself. So you have the different trading items, and you choose where you want to trade the. You choose where the island you want to take it to, and as you can see here, this tells you how much they're paying per one of them.
Right.
And then you have like, it tells you right here. Okay, so this one. Right here is how much they're paying for, and you can choose either if they're a max of 50, max of 200, max of 300, right?
Okay.
But when you're trading in different items or different islands, there's chances for things to go wrong, which is like here what you see in this red text here.
Right.
You know, 22%, 32%, 15%. So some of the most profitable areas might have the highest, like might have like really high chances of things to go wrong. Obviously, the more of the items that get sent there, the less profitable it, and the less they're willing to pay for it. And also, when you choose which like ship you want to use to take, right? So like these are the different ships you can take. They have a limit on how much you can take, how much you can send per ship. But then also, there's a chance for things to go wrong on each of the ships. So like this is a base 17% chance for things to go wrong, but this is 10% chance for the yellow means it's a chance to go right. So now all of a sudden it's only a 7% chance to go wrong. So it's a little bit more, a little bit more of a like good chance for it to go. So if I were to do it here, I would make about 135,000 gold, and it would take 26,000 to send it.
Right.
This is how long it's going to take: 3 hours and 2 minutes. And you're right now, for whatever reason, there's a lot of spots for trading, but you're limited to only 2 trade runs at a time. But if you're not there when it actually reaches the area, and you take longer to like go and receive your money because you have to manually click and receive it, you will actually start to get charged like a docking fee, so to speak, for leaving the boat there while you're not there to collect it. So if you do this overnight, it's not a good idea, because then you're like, you know, this profit can go down by a lot if you leave it here for like hours on end before you collect it. Yeah, so it's one of those things where you like when you're crafting, it's like if you're like a life skiller,
yeah,
you're gonna be trading in between your crafts. And then right here, there's also like a trade protection thing to where you spend it per week. I think it's weekly. It's supposed to say daily, but I remember days where I bought it and it lasted a couple of days, unless I read it wrong. But pretty much this is trade protection. So you spend like 10,000 gold, and if things go wrong, you'll receive 50% of your materials back.
Right.
So it like kind of helps you when it comes to trading stuff.
Nice.
But trading isn't super profitable. It was profitable for me in the beginning because like I was like literally camping the marketplace for like 1 silver items.
Yeah.
That way. But yeah, so that's kind of life skilling, literally in a nutshell. You gather mats, you craft trade items with a chance to get crafted mats. The crafted mats turn into actual like the items you want to sell or use. But then you come over here and trade these items, or you craft a certain match and gather materials or trade items just to turn into him. Right? So
good stuff.
Yeah.
So it definitely doesn't have the kind of pull that BDO's life skill does, but I'm sure
Right.
they have a lot of development they can do on it.
Yeah,
Still early
they've
on.
they've added this thing here to kind of, I think, help with
Mhm.
like making life skills a little bit more valuable. And then they've like they hear players like have asked them multiple times, and they said they're looking into it and they're considering various things. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's good. All right. How about we address the question half my chat's asked tonight? How pay to win is this?
Woo! Pay to win. Well, I want to start and preface this by saying it's a Korean MMORPG, right?
Of course.
So, Asian cultures, you have a lot of players that like to play games, but they have jobs and they're really busy. So,
Yeah.
swiping is, it's just a little bit more of a.
Convenience.
I don't want to say overall. Yeah, it's a little bit more of a like thing that you would expect in Asian MMOs. So with that being said, it has pay to win. I guess it depends on what you consider pay to win, because that can be a very big debate. But basically, at the heart of it, you can essentially convert real life money into what's called rubies.
Yep.
And you can use the ruby store to buy various items, that like various cosmetics, or your value pack, your subscription kind of thing. Or they have various things in here like the Luminous system, which is literally a gacha game. I'll go into that in a second. But you could also get things that are like, they have like various different limited, like quote unquote limited time, but they've been there for as long as I can remember, kind of, or they'll be there for like months on end. To where they'll give you things like this limited time gives you this thing here is like a bonus EXP, but also allows you to do more damage and like drop like. It's basically like it's a buff in PvE, plain and simple. There's no if answer.
Not in PvP though, right?
It does have an AoE. It does have a random attack.
AoE proc.
But I believe that only hits monsters.
Okay.
So it reduces the damage taken from monsters, increases your item drop, item drop rate by 10%. 50% combat EXP, reduces damage taken from monsters by 30%, health recovery by 20%, that's just in general, increases your accuracy by 5, and it gives you 15 strength, agility, intellect.
Okay.
So that's your main stat. So like there are technically combat stats that can translate to PvP, but at the same time,
I don't think anyone would waste that in PvP though.
Yeah. This is basically PvE stuff.
Right.
And then you have, let's see. So this is like, these are like the bags for your life skill bags. This is a cool little pet.
Ooh, that's so cute. That's so cute.
Pets in this game are so awesome. Oh, that's the mounts. I'm going with the mounts. Like that's like, dude. The pet.
Oh man. You either want to cuddle it or punt it.
Whoa. Dude, I love this dragon.
Oh man.
I almost spent all my money buying like pets.
So how much is this? 360 rubies. Well,
360 rubies is the equivalent of like, like pretty much like $10.
Okay.
It's like pretty much. Okay, so pay to win. You can buy with rubies the currency called gear currency, right? So $100 gets you 3,600 rubies, which you can then buy 36,000 gear currency.
Okay.
So gear currency you can use to buy various items, such as the Luminous system, which, like I said, is basically a gacha system. The Luminous system is like a fairy in BDO, but with combat stats. Like it's actually worthwhile. Like people will drop like I've seen people drop like a couple $1,000s to get the Luminous they want, because the way it works is you get a tier 1 Luminous. There's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5.
Okay.
And then there's now a new reform stone kind of thing on the tier 5 Luminous to make it even better. But it's RNG. So there's like, I think there's over 6 different versions of the Luminous. So like the actual, like I guess you can say the symbol that you see in this like star sign or whatever. There's 6 different versions, so they have different item effects. There's actually more than 6, I believe, but I'm just gonna stick with around 6. I think there's possibly 10 now.
Oh man.
So they have different item effects based on that. But then they all the different colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple.
Yeah.
So what that does is that it gives you, based on the tier, it has an increased version of that item effect. It has more item effects. So at tier 4, you have 4 item effects. At tier 2, you only have 2.
Right.
And then the higher version, but then it also gives you skill points for the respective color rune system.
Right. Now let me ask this.
Yeah.
Now, as we go down this rabbit hole, there's going to be a lot more that, people are going to be like, pay to win. But if you are an average player who plays like 2 to 3 hours a day, if you know your class very well, if you know other classes, at least in a general manner, that you know what they're capable of, and you're diligent in gearing up and getting your skill points and everything, how potent are you against like a super whale? Do you have the kill potential?
I guess technically yes, but here's kind of the technicality on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just for Luminous system alone, the higher tier Luminous gives you more skill points on your rune system, which means less runes that you need to have for that specific color, which then translates to more runes in other slots, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I want, yellow 33, 48 purple, currently it's not viable for me to be able to do that and still have 33 blue and 33 green, right?
Mm-hmm.
But somebody who's whaled out, who maybe bought has the exact luminous that they want, has the max tier version upgraded, and then let's say they can then have extra rune slots available for other spots, which gives them more advantages. But then and then in a way you still get the advantages, but the kill potential is technically still there. If you are if you're playing against somebody who's okay and you're just a whole lot better, the kill potential is there.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning of the game, it's a lot less of a big difference. In the beginning, I broke my main hand.
Mm-hmm.
I was already not that great gear because I was literally nonstop PvPing instead of grinding and making money. I broke this main hand. So I literally went to a vendor and bought a basic vendor, think like a militia main hand from BDOBloo.
Right.
5 silver trash thing. And I was using that to PvP and I was killing players. And it was great. Nowadays, if I were to do that, I think I'd probably be able to do it to an extent, but it'd be a lot harder.
Yeah.
Because when it was just you didn't have players having crazy high rune systems, crazy high item levels and stuff, it was a lot easier to do.
Right.
Nowadays, I think it's the kill potential might still be there, to be honest. But there is definitely a gap to where you might hit a point of players just have way too much gear to where you're not doing anything to them. But there's kind of a big gap for that. There are players that you can see a big difference just due to you can see players that are max tier runes, they have tier 6 max runes or tier 5 max runes, to where they have because they have such high tier runes and stuff, their runes have different item effects, which can include skill points. So now they have instead of 200 or 280 skill points, they have 383 skill points, which allows them to get a whole lot more of the really good tiers of skills. And I think, in my eyes, to me personally, I think having those high skill points are a lot more important. And acts and gives you a lot more of a damage and survivability output, in my opinion.
All right.
Because I'll be honest, if I was an assassin with 400 skill points, I wouldn't be afraid of 80% of the players.
So where are you grinding for those skill points again? And is there a way that Cash Shop influences that?
Yeah. Okay. So skill points come from runes.
Right.
So if you look at this rune right here.
Right.
The yellow text right there shows there's 2 different item effects on it, right?
Yeah.
The first one is skill points, and the second one is accuracy. It's RNG item effect on skill point on runes. You can get there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different types of effects you can get on a rune. At tier 3, you get your first effect on the rune. So you level it to tier 3 to find out what the effect is. At tier 5, you get a second effect. And I believe at tier 7, you might get a third effect. I think it's tier 7. So the way that you can like convert real life money into in-game gold to get like the max tier runes off the marketplace, because you can buy those on the marketplace, is through that gear currency that I mentioned. There is pretty much you can sell gear currency to other players, and you can buy gear currency with in-game gold from players via the gear currency exchange. So you can spend $100 to pretty much say to quick sell right now. If I were to swipe, I can sell 36,000 gear currency for 11.1 million gold. And then 11.1 million gold. Let's open up the marketplace. Let's just look at how much these runes cost, right? Oh, I accidentally pressed that. So $100 would get me, like, depending on the type of rune, like depending on the item effects that you'd want on it, right? 11.1 can get me, anywhere between 10 to, if you want specific ones that might be, let's say double skill points or something like that. So instead of 7 skill points, you're getting 14 on them. Let's see, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. See, I wish you can sort by like the item effects. But yeah. Okay, it looks like it's probably going to be 2 mil. But basically, you can get anywhere between 5 to 10 of the runes that you would need, right, for $100. Which means if you were full +8, so you had 3 crystal slots in every piece of gear, because you get an extra crystal slot every I want to say every 4 tiers. You start off with 1, and then at tier 4 you get a second one. At tier 8 you get a third. I believe tier 12. I believe tier 12 you get a 4th one. I could be wrong on that, but I believe at tier 12, maybe not. But yeah, so you do that to get the extra slots, and if you have 3 slots, right? So 3, 6, 9, 10, 12, 15, 18. I can't do math right now. 21. 21 crystal slots. Let's just say on the high end, you were getting what I say. You were able to get like close to like 10 for $100. But those are the the lower item effect versions. The better item effect versions are more like 2 to 3 mil. So let's just say you get like 7. We'll just meet in the middle. 7 per $100. You'd spend $300 to get like the runes, which to some people isn't a lot, but then others, depending on your circumstances, can be a lot. And now all of a sudden you have like your runes, and that money, so like that 33 mil give or take for the $300, that can take anywhere, depending on your class, of just straight grinding, anywhere between some classes make 150 to 200k gold an hour, and some classes make 500k gold an hour. Some classes, but also some players with their gear, right? So it can take anywhere between 33 mil divided by.
Which classes are considered better for farming?
It's changed. It's changing every like few months with like big patches. Yeah, so this game, the devs are really quick with like, well, not really quick, but the devs have been pretty good with like trying to address balance issues, and changing things pretty frequently. So like class balances can be, one day, Assassin can have this crazy OP meta build, and then in a week it gets patched, and all of a sudden that's like completely just non-existent now, kind of thing. But yeah, it can take anywhere between 15 to like 20, 30 hours,
right,
or more. of grinding instead of just swiping 300. So I think like the game has pay to win, but at the same time, the pay to win is kind of like this thing to where it's not necessarily guaranteed you going to win
Right.
against the upper echelon of players.
I mean,
Against
we're
your
coming from BDO, so
right. Yeah, like I think like if you're going to swipe, you're probably gonna win against like the super casual players,
yeah.
but against the upper echelon of players, you're probably not guaranteed winning
Yeah.
at all.
Well, dude, I've been yawning nonstop for the last 30 minutes. I think I'm at my limit.
All right, for sure, man.
Oh, dude, it's 2 in the morning. But dude, I don't think we even hit half the things I wanted to talk about. Maybe, someday we can follow up or something. But this is super informational, and like the chat, I'm sure they definitely enjoyed it. And yeah, this is definitely awesome. Like, regardless of the whole pay to win stuff, like, I mean, every company needs to make money, as long as it's not like gating you with money, saying unless you buy this item from the cash shop, you cannot progress. I think normal players can be satisfied with that, as long as there is a way forward that doesn't require thousands of hours of grinding. So all in all, I'm excited. Yeah,
if I had one thing to say, honestly, for the devs, it's just that I wish they'd make progression through PvP more viable.
Yeah,
because money through that is not great.
Well, good stuff, man.
All right, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think a lot of games have that issue, but
yeah, I think that's a downside that kind
Yeah.
of sucks. Is like, especially when games are touted as it's a PvP game.
right,
Oh,
right.
It's a PvE. It's very unfortunate.
Anyway, dude, this was awesome. Thanks for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. I think it was I had fun. I mean, I'm sorry if I went on super random tangents a lot.
No worries, man. So much.
I'm so
depth.
like, yeah, and then I theory craft so much in my head that just when I start talking, sometimes it just kind of just goes wild.
For sure. All right. I'm going to do a giveaway later, maybe in like 15-20 minutes. I need to AFK real quick, but thanks for the chat, man. It was great. Catch you around.
Man, thank you. Have a great day.
You
Peace.
too. All right, guys. I need to be right back real quick, and then we'll do a giveaway. Okay. All right, dope fishing content. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, guys. Let's do one more giveaway. 5 keys. Everyone on YouTube, hop over to my Twitch and we'll get this going. Oh man, I am at my limit because the last 3 days my work's been like 14 hours a day, 16 hours a day. So I'm like really low on sleep. I would have taken some caffeine before I started, but if I did that, I didn't want to risk not sleeping. I'll explain. You gotta type a code in chat. Once everyone's in here, we'll get that started. So everyone on YouTube, hop over to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/I'mPansy, and you can enter through here in the chat. So let me just set that up and we'll get going. Okay. All right, guys, come on in, follow up. I'm gonna start this in just a few moments. Got everything ready. This is for 5 keys, so there's gonna be 5 winners. All right, now that everyone's here, I guess, the code is !Elyon, as you see on the screen here. There we go. Good stuff. I'll give you guys a minute or two. Everyone on YouTube, hop on over to Twitch if you want to enter. Oh man, it's filling up. You can only enter once, so you don't need to spam it. It only enters your name once. I guess EUNA? I mean, I guess you can play the EUNA. This is just beta keys, guys, so wherever you guys are, if you're able to play on the NA server or the EU server, I mean, you can hop in. All right, we'll give it another minute. Hey, there's not too many people entered. It's only like 43. So you guys got a good chance here. All right. 44 now. All right, 30 seconds and we'll start picking the winners. Oh, sorry. I never tapped a pen either. Elyon looks promising. I mean, yeah, there are some concerns with like the RNG and the pay to win, but listen, which game isn't going to have those? The number of people you're actually going to run into who are going to give you that kind of trouble, it's very few, but I think it's going to be promising. Definitely going to play it and give it an honest shot and see how far I go. I mean, I like to play all types of MMORPGs. MMOs are my thing, so definitely hyped to have like new MMOs coming up. Like we got Elyon coming, then it's PSO2 New Genesis, there's New World, there's a Sword of the Legends, or Legends Online. So yeah, there's a lot. Lost Ark. So anyway, let's start picking. This guys, there's some people typing in YouTube. You got to come to my Twitch. You got to type in my Twitch chat. So I'll give you guys another 30 seconds. Go to twitch.tv/I'mPansy. You can enter here. All right, we'll give them a few more, maybe another minute. Okay. But yeah, it does look promising. I mean, I like the diversity in the builds and stuff, and there is a lot of skill factor. There is a lot of things that goes into power. So it's not just buying the best gear. Like in BDO, if you put $100,000 in and get the best gear, you're set, right? I think it's a lot more than just that in Elyon. I mean, like for the example, the Sephiroth levels, you got to actually go out and grind that. All right, all right, all right. Let's start picking the winners. 3, 2, 1. The first winner is BDOBloo. Sorry if I butchered the name. All right, dude. Where are you at? Let me whisper you your key. I'm gonna keep picking. I'll pick another 4 winners after this. So. BDOBloo, I see you, dude. Let me whisper you. All right. Let me just finish that. Cool. Next winner. All right. Sorry. Let me just do this. Let me get the next key. All right. Next winner is Elyon. This is beta keys, guys. This is closed beta keys. Where are you at, Elyon? You here, dude? Type in chat so I can whisper you. Hey, there you are. Here you go. That's winner number 2. We got 3 more to go. Next winner, Rem Official. Hey, congrats, dude. Type in chat and I can get you the key. All right. Cool. That's 3 down, 2 to go. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to be doing a lot more giveaways. We still got a bunch of keys to give away next Friday, next Sunday. My YouTube videos, there's going to be a lot of giveaways going on. And a lot of other content creators are also doing it. All right. Next winner. We got 2 to go. Mutagens. Congrats, dude. Oh, man. Let's hear it. Yo, grats, Mutagens. Here you go. Good stuff. And the final winner of the night, before we call it, congrats, congrats. Just get the key. And the last winner for tonight, remember, I'll be streaming again on Friday, then on Sunday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Check me out at twitch.tv/I'mPansy. If you're on YouTube, you can enter the giveaways as well. Now, on YouTube, I'll do some giveaways in some of the follow-up videos as well. So, all right, last chance. Here we go. Final winner. Wands 1616. Congratulations to all the winners tonight. Don't worry, there's a lot more keys going on. I see you, Wands. Let me try to click on you. We got a lot more keys to give away. I think I still have like a good 40 to 50 keys. So just hang in there. Be sure to drop by in the next few streams and you got a good chance. Cool. All right, guys. I am at my limit. Normally, I can't stream more than 3 to 4 hours, but low on sleep. Oh, like tapping pens? Yeah, man. I hear you. Okay. Anyway, I'm really excited for Elyon. I mean, it is promising. Last night I did one video of Magic Legends. I'll drop it tomorrow. But god damn it. That game. Just make a good product, guys. Like, regardless of your ambitions with making a lot of money, you game developers, if you make a good product, all of that will come through. But yeah, be sure to check me out on YouTube. Drop those comments and likes. They really help out with the algorithm and stuff. But you know, I'll be covering Elyon going forward along with everything else. I'll still keep streaming BDO because I got a feeling a lot of players will, you know, try out Elyon and then eventually come back here and switch between the two or whatever. It's not like a BDO killer. I think there's a lot of space for Elyon to grow on the side because it gives you a lot of things BDO doesn't, and BDO is still a gorgeous game, great combat. But yeah, I mean, hyped. Definitely hyped. There's a lot of good things about it, and when we get to finally play, we'll see if it's everything we want it to be. All right, guys. That's it for tonight. Take it easy. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys on Friday. Peace. You can join in my Discord if you have any questions. You can just drop it in there. I'll still be around or something. They remaster Elyon. Yeah. The graphics aren't too bad. We'll see. It is different. I mean, BDO is just so beautiful. I'm from Terra, BDO, Ion, wow. Oh my god. In combat, yeah, I mean, we gotta see. Like, they do have like CC chains, CC breaks and stuff, so I think it's gonna be down to your feeling, like how it feels for you playing it. But let's see. Yep. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Peace.